Welcome to the GRG podcast, the place for all your gaming news, plus hot topics of the week. Also remember to follow us on Twitter at KMEGA4.
All right, here we go. My dog just ran at me like he was going to lunge and finally go for my throat. Briggs.
Oh,
All right, here we go. My dog just ran at me like he was going to lunge and finally go for my throat. Okay, I guess he just wanted to
Briggs.
just come here. Briggs. Here we go. My dog just ran.
Yeah, that outer was too though. They knocked me on my ass. I was like, wait, what?
Right now.
Yeah, that outer was.
too excited.
It was too soon.
What's up,
But
everybody?
They got me. I was like,
we
okay.
here. Briggs is over here excited because you about to go outside and go eat a turd or something, aren't you? Get your ass out of here.
Oh,
Good.
good.
Anyway, all right. So, yeah, I love my dog, but he's, you know what I'm saying, 148-pound puppy, bull mastiff. Let's go.
148 years old.
Oh my.
Yeah. He's a big.
I know. I thought he was going to say 180 years old.
No, he's 2 years old. He's a little bit over 2. They said that he got one more year to grow. So we'll see how much bigger he'll get. But anyway, I know. But anyway, what's happening, everybody, man? Welcome. Go share this out. Go let people come. Hey, man, there's going to be more people probably coming in. This is an extravaganza. This is not just so much as a podcast. This is more of a celebration. This is a party. This is all about gaming, and I am excited about it. See, this is if E3 was going on live out there in LA. Right now, we would be just sitting here chilling and talking, and then we would be doing a live show. And then afterwards, it's the nightlife, baby. It's party up, party down until we so lit we just can't do nothing but just pass out. We got to call some cabs. We got to call some, there's going to be some crazy people that's going to try to drive drunk. But,
No drunk drive.
But there's no condoning that. But anyway, this is what we, but you know what? We all at home right now. And right now, well, I hope most of y'all are at home. And you know what? I just poured me up some Jack. I'm about to act a damn fool. Hey, and so let's go ahead and introduce some people who are on here tonight right now. Let's get this collaboration popping off. This is a traditional thing that we've been doing for a couple of years now. The next podcast, the GRG podcast, I've been doing this sucker for so long, man. It is absolutely ridiculous. It's been going on close to a decade now. And hey, it's just like I said, man, this is like my little nephew, man. I taught him how to read and write. And then he taught me how to work OBS. Xbox-448, what's happening with you?
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Yo, guys, awesome day today. Absolutely unbelievable show. KMEGA with this little nephew thing. I don't know what he's talking about. I went to a Catholic school. I've been able to read and write quite a while now. Before I even met this dude. But nah, I'm just playing, man. He is one of my closest friends. We've been talking gaming and life and stuff like that for absolute years since we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
And those gaming groups and everything like that. So it is always a blast to come back here on this channel, and I promise I won't try to take over. I swear.
You know what? Some tells me that's a lie, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I might get into that mode where
that was a lie.
That was a lie. But sometimes I get in that mode where I start stuttering, or I kind of get out of place, and so then you can just kind of hop in. That's what's so good about.
Yeah, that's from that syrup you're drinking right now.
Well, man. I'm just getting started. I'm a man of size, of girth, so it's going to take a little bit before it hits me. You know what I'm saying? So probably by the probably within the hour, it might land on me, and then I'll be like, oh my God.
Just think of K-Mega as Baby Huey with a hat on.
Oh yeah,
wow.
You know what? That's pretty disrespectful. And since we're talking about disrespect, let's get on to the next person that's in here from the next podcast. He will never, ever be a member on this podcast on GRG, and that is Dark Optimus Otter.
If it was either dark or crispy.
I thought maybe for sure it would have been crispy, but no, it wasn't.
Oh no, crispy cool would be crispy good people. Yeah.
I mean, I've been on this podcast twice, and I think both times K-Mega was drunk, and then I've been on there 3 times. 2 times he was drunk, and the last time he was pretty sober.
That's why you'll never be a pig and fucking rember.
I was just saying,
because he doesn't remember those. That's exactly what.
I remember the worst one. That was the GRG Black Love edition. Yes,
Black Love, dude. And I was going along with you too. I was like, yeah, dude, Black Love.
Delilah was like,
yeah.
Oh, hey,
she's like, I can't do this right
now. That's what Delilah
was like. Mega's
I don't have the words.
Yes.
I don't have the words.
She's like, what is going on here?
Just said why.
Yes.
It was like, I think I have to go tell my man that he needs me right now. Talk to you later. Yeah.
Oh man! All right.
I think somebody on the podcast was like, "I got to go do laundry real quick," and I was like, "Dang."
Oh yeah, it was pretty crazy. Yeah, because I think Infinite said, "Oh look, I'm just going to just let him just ramble. I'm about to get out of here." But that was a crazy night.
I need to listen to this.
It's in the archives. I will not ever say what episode that was, but.
You gotta look through. You have to go through every episode.
Yeah, go ahead and if you want to look for that, you can just go ahead and just keep giving me views. Keep doing that, people, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to catch the Black Love edition, but let's keep it moving. Another next member. You know what I'm saying? This man right here.
Ooh, I'm hearing a theme right now.
Yeah. I'm hearing. Listen, you are my guest in the humble abode of GRG. We gotta be polite. So it's all good. So I have to do this. And so, this is my main man right here. So this man is not only probably has the beard of Santa Claus, but he has the knives and the blades of some kind of serial killer from Chainsaw Massacre. So anyway, my main man, Crispy, what's happening with you, bro?
Oh, what is up? I am very happy with what's going on here. Definitely was surprised by the showcase. Didn't get to watch a lot. It was actually even more spectacular. So, I mean, let's just get into it. Even though
Even though gone.
I know.
Oh, what happened? He just went
Christian
away.
sounded like he started celebrating already.
Oh man, he's out. Damn. All right.
what did I do? What did I do?
Oh, you just went away. Yeah. Like what did I do? I hit this, and then you just went away.
Just blacked out.
Yeah, I heard something. I didn't touch nothing. I swear to God, I didn't.
I hit this, and then you just went away.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, but all I gotta say is that we have games. That's what I should say. We have games, and they look
crazy looking games, bro.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
A lot of them look really good, and they're in engine. They put that in front of like almost every game.
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
Excellent. It's all good. It's all good. All right, and so we moving on. Another member of the next podcast. I hear an echo. That must be coming from you, Xbot.
Why me?
Because it's showing your the little thing. So turn
that little thing going.
Yeah,
your little thing.
Yeah, your little thing. Oh, anyway. All right.
My little thing.
The man that is afraid of snakes, but he has gone to war and has fought and killed for our freedom. Predator.
I'm not afraid of snakes. I just don't like them. There's a difference. I have small animals in my yard, man. That's the last thing I need to see one of them wrapped around like a rat snake or something. Good to be here, man. I know we got a lot of shit to talk about today. So, man, let's get it.
Let's get it. All right. And then let's see. You know what? We have another special guest here. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody right here that...
Ladies first. Go to the ladies first. Ladies first.
Well, if it was going to be ladies first, I would have said D a long time ago.
Okay, well, go to D next. Say me later.
Well, look, when it comes to the GRG, she will be the person that I say first.
You you're the special guest. How do you know it's not somebody else in this?
Yeah, there's somebody else in here. So there's somebody else in here right now, and this is
I'll run this. D is going next.
Oh, well, Lord have mercy, really? All right, okay, all right. So go ahead, D. Go ahead. Since it's like this, since I'm getting punked on my own show.
No, she needs the intro, man. You gotta say the kind words.
Okay, well, hold on. Let me go ahead and do this then. The lady, the myth, the legend, and listen, you know what I'm saying? She has her own little gift. You know what I'm saying? If you get her pissed off, she will show you crazy. That is my girl right there. Welcome, everybody, from the GRG podcast. D, what's happening with you, lady?
First of all, it's not craziness; it's passion. Get it together.
Okay, that's okay.
All right, come right. Okay, but yeah, it's me, MD. I'm just here chilling. Really excited for what we just saw here. I'm ready to get into it and call out the foolishness, the duplicity, if you will. So let's get into it.
All right, let's get into it. All right, and then last but not least, a person that's in here, and like I said, there'll probably be more. They'll probably come in here a little bit later once they get done with doing what they're doing over on other channels. But my main man, the Don, is in the building. What's going on with you, Don?
The Dawn of Dryness.
Oh.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm here. And I also got Xbox on recording here.
Yeah.
So I can play that anytime I want.
He does that whenever he goes to
should have got him saying
stores. No.
No, just like every time I open up my Xbox mini fridge, it does this.
The Don.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Oh man! All right, so good to see everybody here. Let me get to a couple of these super chats, and then we're going to get started. It says right here we got C Trigger 3. He says Xbox had a great show, especially considering they had little to no Japanese developer support. You know what? That's a great point. Great point. And then Clutch Man 01. He says the time Showstopper to come out of it's time for Showstopper to come out of retirement. I agree. You know what I'm saying? Showstopper need to look. Showstopper is definitely going to be popping his head out, and the hoof clicker will return. I promise you that. That definitely going to be coming. All right, and then the friendly neighborhood blue shell. He said the Don. All right, okay. He didn't say anything else.
Come on, give more energy, KMEGA. You gotta say that right.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, beautiful.
Hey man, he donated $20. He gets the button. So.
Okay, so you know what? For my boy, for my boy the Don, I will do a impersonation of my boy 108 stay in Brooklyn. There we go. All right, so there we go. All right, so let's get straight into it. But let's go to the lady because she is the only one in here because it is a sausage fest. I wish Minchie would come in here and help us out as well. I believe I reached out to her, but if I didn't,
you didn't even introduce me. That's a damn shame.
I did introduce you. What are you talking about?
Sure, he started drinking that sauce already.
Oh my god!
I know he's already drinking.
Yeah,
I'm not. Anyway, all right.
When you tried to introduce me, I said no. Lady D goes first.
You did.
Yeah, you lost your introduction once you did that.
Oh, you lost your introduction after you did that. But anyway, all right. So let's go to the bum. You know what I'm saying? He's part of some groups. I have no idea. Who knows? Who cares?
Watch your mouth.
You know what I'm saying? But he is a part of Fight Night, and that's the most important thing in his entire ridiculous life. My man! Is that an intro for you enough? Boy, woo, Yobi! Peace, love, life, fam.
You gotta square up after this.
And okay, man, I'm gonna slap the hell out you, right? My boy Jay is in the building, so watch your mouth. And me and Crispy is representing the Retro Renegades. Get it right, sucker.
Talk about it. Shout out to Graphic God and the team over there.
He said he brought help tonight, bro.
I got you.
He brought help.
I got you. I know. There's a lot of representing going in here. There's the guild. There's Boom's crew. There's Next Pocket. There's GRG. There's a lot of things going on here. You know what I'm saying?
No, and Crispy represents like 3 out of 4.
I know, right? Like maybe about 4 or 5. That's the hardest man ever. All right, so let's get to it, man.
I don't even know how he has time to play games.
So let's get into it. The Xbox event. It was the first thing that came on. What's up?
Minchie said did not get an invite, but that is okay.
Oh, Minchie, I thought I sent it to you, Minchie. Come on in. You know you could just come on in when you want to. We gotta have some more women representation in here. So yeah, Minchie, just come on in here. I got you. But anyway, so let's go over here. But I'm gonna go to D first. What was your initial thoughts? Tell me, just lay it all out. The Xbox event. There was so much stuff there. What was the games that stood out for you for coming from Xbox today?
Party animal.
I tried to have not as much expectation because that's how you get disappointed. But I was seriously surprised that Outer Worlds 2 was coming out so quickly. I don't recall if it was 2020 or 2019 where it came out, but I was really excited to see that another one was coming. And I know it's not coming like now, but it's still nice that they're working on it or starting to. And honestly, the trailer was extremely refreshing because it was kind of white noise at first because I was doing something, but then I started listening to it and I was like, wait, this seems a little self-aware. So that's when it kind of took me aback a little bit. Forza also got me excited. I'd heard rumors it was in Mexico, but to actually see it and all the vibrant colors was really exciting. And the release date at the same time. I love seeing a game and have a release date, especially when the release date is this year. So that was pretty good. I liked seeing everything as far as, they said 30 games, 27 coming to Game Pass, which I thought was a pretty high number, to be honest. But I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of surprises that I hadn't even anticipated, like Hades coming and things like that. So I thought it was pretty solid. When it was over, I was like, okay, that was solid. Not a lot that I was really prepared for. So it's pretty good.
Nice. All right, cool. Let's move on to the next person in the group that sounds a little feminine. Xbot.
Did you say? How did I go from 4-year-old boy to somebody?
Oh dang! Oh, that is beautiful.
Oh,
that's a deeper voice though for you. Don't worry about it.
Let's go to. No, let me stop.
Brother, come on. This was
worthy. No, sir.
I know. But brother, what?
When it came to last year and not having an E3, I think we can all now say E3 is definitely needed year after year. The whole debacle that we had last year, and the pricing war, and who's going to say it first, and we're going to do this little show and then this little show and little bits and pieces was garbage. This show was probably one of the best Xbox shows I have seen in a long time. And I've really liked the E3 shows like coming up to present. Okay. And what they did here with the pacing and just really putting out game after game after game, no heavy kind of like developer talk or anything like that. We weren't sitting there. I didn't find myself sitting there thinking, all right, well, that's good. What's next? Come on, what's next? Even with games I didn't want to play, they didn't give me a chance to say, hey, what's next? They just put out what was next right then and there. And, it just kept it going the entire show. I think they finally got the blueprint that they should just run with year after year and just constantly hit us with those titles. Now, when it comes to what they showed, of course, Halo Infinite multiplayer, above my expectations for what I thought it was going to look like. And seeing that gameplay and seeing them use the grappling hook in so many different ways, I'm still a little iffy about the extra kind of like almost like Halo 3-esque, having those extra abilities that you can throw out there and stuff. But at least it's not just 3 things. They showed multiple different shields. They had one on your arm that you can pop out, and it's going to deflect like plasma shots at you and plasma grenades and stuff like that. They had like a more just cover-based shielding that you can throw down as well. They had something where you shot at it and you can see through walls, stuff like that. The weapons look absolutely insane. The shotgun that was ricocheting off the ceiling to catch the Spartan, because that Spartan thought he had cover, and it bounced off the ceiling and came down on him and took him out like that. I am so excited for this multiplayer, and the look of it. It looked realistic. There's a more kind of like natural lighting, natural shadowing effect going on there. The player models are a little reminiscent, I would say, of like Halo Reach, but on this new powerful hardware. That's the way I kind of saw that. That was absolutely amazing. Of course, Stalker 2 was jaw-dropping. Jaw-dropping when it came to the visuals, and then just the creepiness that's involved in that. You're fighting other people, and then you got these anomalies that are there. You got these like mutations and stuff like that. Game looked absolutely sick. And then Forza Horizon 5, and I cannot wait for the Don to speak on this one, because I think this is a game that we are all going to get back into and start playing, and we can see how dirty of a driver the Don really is in these
All I know
games.
is my name was in the trailer and yours wasn't, so I don't know what you're talking about.
But guys, when it came to there is something that needs to be said about Turn 10 and Playground when it comes to the Forza franchise. Whenever you think they have hit that mountaintop when it comes to how their games look, they just move to a higher mountain. And I have no idea, but the background to me looked absolutely photorealistic. I could not believe what they did, especially the desert scenarios. The desert scenarios, when they were showing that and the gameplay with that, I thought that was absolutely phenomenal. But one thing I'll say about the show, they had big games. They had small games. They had third party. They had everything I wanted to see, from the little indie games like The Animals to the bigger games like Forza Horizon, and then to drop it with what was that game at the end? Redfall. Kind of like that trailer. That trailer got me hyped.
Perfection.
All the different kind of like abilities. Like if you watch the trailer, you can see what they were kind of trying to put out there. Each character, different abilities and stuff. The abilities were absolutely wild. If the enemies are anything like they showed in that trailer, that game is going to be absolute fire. And it's not like it's that far away either, because they said 2022 on that. So they gave me everything I wanted, and it's all within like a year and a half. Don, KMEGA, I got to apologize to you guys, because that was one of the best shows I've seen. And from the looks of it, they didn't reach beyond that 18-month window. That's amazing.
You know what, though?
Amazing.
You know what? After a year, they're going to do the same thing over again, and then over again.
I think
this is the setup, right?
I think that's the good thing about having as many studios as they have, because a lot of people were like, well, I saw people on social media, where's Avowed and where's Fable? And like you guys knew, there was a rumor coming out that those weren't there. But try to put this together. You already know about Hellblade 2. You already know about Avowed. You already know about Forza Motorsport. You know about those titles, and then they show you all these as well. So that whole Xbox has no games thing has been squashed under the biggest sledgehammer you can possibly find, because there were games that we know are coming that they didn't show at this show. There are games all over the place right now when it comes to Xbox. Absolutely love it, man.
No doubt, no doubt. I mean, I think everybody here now, since knowing about all the Game Pass games, and everybody's backload is just saying this right now.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
It just can't, you know what I'm saying? It's just absolutely insane. But okay, since you brought out Don's name, let's go ahead and hear Don, because I am intrigued as well, because me and Don has been talking about this for a really long time about Halo.
I gotta hear it, man.
Forza too, but Halo is one of those games that me and him have just talked about, and I said, have faith, have faith, have faith. Now, Don, you seen the show. What did you think about it? Let us all know.
No, I thought they did a good showing. They think it was just nonstop games, which is what I always like. And this is, one of the things that I've always been griping about. Like, we show games way too far out in the future, and their expectations are always kind of shattered by the time they're released, right? Because they're just not ready to show. They're not cooked well enough in the oven. And we're now finally to that point where we're seeing games that are going to be a closer representation of what you finally buy. You know what I mean? So that dream that I think Phil Spencer had, and finally, it was going to take time to realize that thing to kind of come into fruition. They finally hit that, and that part excited me a lot. I have mixed feelings about some of the biggest franchises that I really like to play. I mean, which are the Horizons. I mean, Forza, I should say, in general, and Halo and stuff like that. I don't know how I feel about Halo. Trying to stay open. Horizon, I like a good Horizon, but same token, I'm a little bummed that it's not motorsport, sort of thing.
Me too,
because me personally, like, the last Horizon wasn't enough to hold me over to when I thought motorsport was supposed to release, which was, I thought, going to be this year. And the last Horizon was good, but it was not very long, and they said it was their biggest Horizon yet. They say this one's bigger, but I feel like the last one was smaller than all the ones they've done. So
they're talking about mileage and not actual content.
I think it's also verticality. That's what they were counting on the last one as well. So, I'm grateful that they used my name in the trailer. I like that. The fact that they almost had my license plate perfect, but they had a 3. What do you mean? No, they just had to make that an E. But that being said, though, I really liked it. The surprises was Stalker, the one with they're all sitting around the fireplace sort of thing. That was the game that, like, I didn't know I wanted until I saw it, sort of thing. And that was the one that really, really got me excited and hype. Got me a little more hype for Battlefield, even though it's not obviously an Xbox exclusive or anything like that. I don't think haven't been this hype for Battlefield in a really, really long time. It's probably the most hype I've ever been for Battlefield. So finally seeing the gameplay of it, finally seeing that gameplay was perfect. We'll see how I feel about Halo when I get a chance to try it out. So.
All right.
Well, what did you think about the graphics, though? Like what you saw,
It's the direction I thought they were going to go. I think they kind of backtracked on the detail. Like, they wanted to not do as much detail, but I think they got so much backlash for that they grunged the hell out of it, which is fine. I'm okay with that.
On Master Chief's armor, there was more detail to it and stuff than what we. Yeah, dude, I saw that too, man.
Those textures are built in layers, and that's how that works. So I knew they can always add it. That wasn't like redoing the model or anything like that. So those are the type of details you can add to something like that. But so it doesn't surprise me that they took that approach, because they got a lot of backlash because it looks so bland. But I still don't like the art style. Graphically it looks good, but the art direction, I'm not a fan of it. I think it's a backward step for the series, to be honest with you. So
I don't know, man. I have to looking at those graphics. I don't know. I have a different thought process of it. But listen, that's but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? We'll get into more discussion about that here a little bit later. But let's get on to everybody else. Yobi, your thoughts, man. Talk to us, man. What did you think about the Xbox reveal? No, this man.
Before I start, flush yourself. All right.
Oh.
Dude, the toilet's hole is not big enough for all that. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I'm here to stay, Yobi. I am here to stay, brother.
Fake neutral. Okay.
Oh,
my
gosh.
gosh.
You're going to get kicked out of that land of neutrality, bro.
Did he just call you fake news?
He called you fake
neutral.
Fake neutral. Let's go. Anyway, go ahead, Yobi.
Hey,
He's not wrong.
Oh,
my Lord.
Got him!
Got him!
Go ahead. So go ahead, man. What do you think, Yobi?
Yo, I thought the presentation was phenomenal. I think what Don said. They finally got the formula right. They finally listened.
Hey, that's what I said, brother. Okay, yo, stop omitting me from your mind. Okay.
Hey, you don't let that fake news.
That happens all the time on certain podcasts.
To piggyback what Bot and Don said.
There you go.
They finally got the formula right. They finally listened and say, okay, less talking, more showing of the games. And I think they killed it. Like, it was like the pace was fucking perfect. Back to back to back to back to back. Forza, like, blew my mind. In here, I thought Forza couldn't get even more photorealistic. They knocked it out the park. I was like, whoa. And then you got Flight Simulator. I honestly thought that was PC, but it was a Series X version. And I was like, wow, beautiful. Outer Worlds 2, I got giddy. I started laughing. I was like, oh yes. Thought it was a little too soon, but then like what D said, they just announced it like it's not coming out no time soon. That's probably like a year or two away. But presentation on all was phenomenal. And damn near every single game they showed, Game Pass Day 1, Game Pass Day 1, Game Pass Day 1. And now, the value of Game Pass just keeps going up into the stratosphere. And I guarantee you, I got a feeling before 2022 ends, Game Pass probably going to be at 50 million.
That's what Rain has been predicting, and I believe D said the same thing. Yeah, about 50 million.
They're gonna be at 50 million because now you got to look at the E3 presentation like this. They show games for every single gamer, for the blockbusters to the indies to the so they have a game for every single person to enjoy. So now you got Xbox attacking from every single avenues. It's like before they was playing chess. I mean, before they was playing checkers, now they playing chess. But the presentation was phenomenal.
No doubt. Let me give a couple of shout outs out here. Curie, you know what I'm saying? The latest winner of our trivia and got the Ninja Gaiden collection. Shout out to you. I see Miss K in the building. Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? Go check out her channel. One of the good ones out there, no doubt. Sleepy Goblin. I see other Zinc. I see, you know what? I see all these letters, and I just see here. What is this? Is this 10 Boogie Manny X? I can't say all that shit. I'll just say Boogeyman. What's up, Boogeyman? What's going on, Boogeyman?
Boogeyman.
Yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all these numerals. What's happening here? Let me be country.
Okay.
What up?
Before you continue, we all just gotta bow our heads. And
are we gonna have some church? Hold on, let me.
Listen, okay, let's all bow our heads. Okay. Yeah, listen, let's all bow our heads and say a prayer for all of these console war idiots.
You're saying a moment of silence for all these people that are giving you crap for years, is what you're saying?
Praise the Lord, not the Lord, the Lord.
We have a church. People are looking at. We have a church. We got a church. We have a church, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah. That's all I was about to. And then there's also, you know what I'm saying. Let's pass an offering to our main man, JT Gamer, because he says I don't have. He says you know, can we get a little shout out? Since I don't have a Series X yet, I mean, you know, listen, brother, try to get you an S. Try to, yeah. You know what I'm saying? We pouring something down. Matter of fact, I'm finna sip a little bit for you.
Brother, I have a Series S, and I need to let you know the truth about the Series S. It is a great machine, bro. Yes, like you definitely, I I have it running on a 4K television. Absolutely phenomenal. The games play great. They look great. You know, if it comes down to it, and you really just got to get into the next gen of Xbox, if you see the Series S there, grab it, and then eventually you can trade it in to grade up to the Series X when they become more available or whatnot. But dude, don't knock the Series S. That is a powerful little machine right there.
Yeah, it's little man out there.
Also,
the Iron Lords, we call him the little man.
souls.
It's a serious one. But let me keep giving out a couple of shout outs. I see Sir X Man up in there.
Who killed themselves after this event.
You know what I'm saying? I see Robin Holmes. Thank you. And then there's JD Berto Das. You know what I'm saying? Hey, welcome back. I'm glad I didn't run you off since a couple of GRGs ago, because I said I was talking about Berto and I didn't know what today's version of Berto means. So we good. But what he says, the pedal is colossal.
Bring that up, man.
Hey man, I had no idea. Man, shout out to the pedal for helping me out, because I'm an old man, Jack. I just remember Berto from Mario 2. What up, bro?
Yo, where's Christopher Hart? He's not here.
You know what? He kind of got ran off.
He's been quiet today, man.
He gets ran off. He gets ran off from here.
Listen,
it's too many out here.
KMEGA
Strong here.
We just want to say, bless the souls who killed themselves after the Xbox presentation. I rest my case.
Yes, indeed.
Please.
Yeah, because there's a.
You really just said that.
Damn right.
All right, so let's get on.
Did I lie?
Let's go to Crispy on this. With Crispy, my man. You said you watched it late, so it's still there for you. And you just, we're a couple of hours in. You're just, it's still new and fresh for you. So let us know how you felt about the Xbox event, man.
You know what? The first thing I have to think about is the pacing. Absolutely ridiculous. Like you got to a point like an hour in, you're like, "Where's Phil at? What is he doing?"
They were saying that in the chat. They were like
he was smirking off camera.
And that was the beauty of it. He was so brief, dude. Like it was like we have this, but here's the funny part, because I actually got a lot of humor from it, because when Starfield, it's like Xbox exclusive. You know what I mean? Like
they rubbed that.
And then
shit
you're
in.
like,
Yes.
you're like, and they keep doing it, and I'm like, man, they didn't even put the voice on there. I mean, I'm going Xbox console exclusive. You know what I mean? Like you were expecting it, but it's like that would cause a lot of no at some point, like if you keep saying it, and I'm like, no, they're just like whoom, whoom, whoom. It's like a almost like a drum beat that they did every time, and I'm like, man. And then I gotta be with you on Don. Like I was not thinking anything of Stalker 2, and I was like, okay, this looks freaking cool. You know what I mean? And the one thing I'll say is for some reason, I was on my TV and my YouTube stream screwed up. So then I went on my 1X and I booted up YouTube. Thing ran perfectly after that. Don't know why, but my Series X was just like, okay, perfect. So I watched Forza.
Oh,
and I'll be honest. I've kind of died out as being a racing fan but my God, I cannot believe how good that fucking game looked. And yes, I dropped the F-bomb, motherfuckers. So it looks so damn good. And the one thing people forget about is that Microsoft has AI technology that I do believe Unreal uses as well. So to map the universe, we see all this shit from Hellblade and stuff. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Hellblade's gonna look realistic as you could possibly think. I'm telling you, when they show it and they show the gameplay, you're gonna be like, my God, I need one. And that's when I go and say, Xbox kind of teased us. And you know what I also love? I love the damn humor from Obsidian. My God, that Outer Worlds 2 little trailer, they're like, you should expect us to do this and do that. And like, I was like, man,
it's not done yet.
It's not done yet. Like, dude, and think about it. They're doing Avowed on top of that. And you don't know what they're gonna start working on with Bethesda. You have no clue. Because they've always been like at each other's heads, and now they're like, well, we're kind of friends now. I mean, we're in the same family. Like, dude, you know what?
You want to hang out?
I'm actually, at first I was like, hey, Fallout 5 or, Fallout NCR, New Vegas 2, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, you know what? We should see this. But I was like, you know what? They just became friends. Like, I finally thought about it. I was like, that's not going to happen. And I'm like, well, the humor involved with Obsidian, like both, like the grounded thing, like people have been asking for all of that stuff. You look at the Sea of Thieves, like I've never been. Jack Sparrow's there. I'm like, okay,
gotta get in, gotta play it now.
I've watched all of the Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's his whole crew there.
And I've watched all of them, and I grew up with Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow, and I mean, unless I'm wrong, it sounded like it was Johnny Depp. He's voicing it, So, they brought things that you were like, oh, another Sea of Thieves, but then all of a sudden you're like, oh, damn. Oh, hello.
Oh, another.
And then like even like 12 minutes are like, hey, it's there. But they were so quick about it. I was like, that's exact. I'm not interested in the game, but I'm like, the way you presented it was perfect. It's like you've already talked about it. It's gonna come and everything else. It's coming in this window, and it's like every game that they kind of showed that they've already shown was kind of so quick. I was like, I've never seen a gaming company listen to us so damn well. And finally, a lot of people are going to say otherwise, and I'm fine with that. But there was gosh darn gameplay in there, a lot. They went cinematic gameplay, but they also started every trailer almost, it felt like, with in-game engine or something like that. And it's like, dude, like, I saw enough gameplay where I was like really stoked. Even Battlefield, I'm like, oh man, like this looks crazy incredible. Like, that this might actually make me throw down the money now. You know what I mean? Like that was my thought process.
Stop it.
Well, I mean, dude,
hold on, Sir
I'm all about the vehicles, bro.
Sir X-Man said you might get a present. So I don't know.
I love Sir. I told Sir X. If Sir X buy me, I'm sending him my Series X, my One X. I'm gonna send him my 1X if he does that. I'm just gonna send it to him. That's what I'm gonna do.
That would be good. If anybody could, if I had the bread to do it, I would do it. Like that's why if I want to get my channel up to get to a certain point to where like when people are having some issues, I could try to at least donate for a tax write-off. Fuck y'all. And then no for real, no to help y'all for real, honest to God. But but like for Sir X-Man, for instance, like man, he's working, he's doing the best he can. Shit, I'm still there. Everybody's there.
Sir X-Man like you're like your child? Is that what you're doing?
No, yeah, I put him under my taxes. Anyway, so I would give him I would send him a Series S. You know what I'm saying? I would give him a little man.
He about to be a newlywed too.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt.
But he just wants a 1X. He doesn't have his broke, and I was like,
listen,
you could ask Sir X right now, bro.
No, he changed his mind. He changed his mind after he seen Battlefield. He changed his mind because he hit me up. He hit me up the other day, and he said, "Yo, it looks like I'm gonna have to get it because it's hard to find an X. People really won't probably get an X until sometime next year, unfortunately."
Yeah.
And so because the government also has gave some money for the chipsets to be manufactured, so they spent some money on that. So and that's going to take a little bit of time. So pretty much this year is going to be. It's going to be hard.
The chips are going to start getting manufactured in the United States. A lot of people don't realize that. I've looked this stuff up. So, my point is that, I shout out to Sir X because, like, literally, I could get what my Series X cost me for my Scorpio edition, and I offered it to him, and he said, hell no, especially for the price I offered it to him. So, shout out to you, but at the same time, dude, stop buying me games, bro. Like, I'll just give you. I have 2 1Xs sitting in the house, so just let me know, bro. Hit me up in a DM, bro.
The community supports each other, man. You gotta love it.
I'll send you one or the other.
I'm about to be a newlywed too.
You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, like, dude, like if you're playing on like an OG one or a 1S, bro, like no. I'm not having that. Not after you got me into golf and we just play games all the time, like randomly. Like it's always love, bro. And like that's what I felt like Xbox kind of gave at the end of the day. Like with the whole, like, it's just like, you like this game, you like this game, you like this game. And like the games that they've already talked about, it was kind of like, very brief and so well thought out. And I'm like, they're finally listening to us. And I mean, like, I gave it an 8.9 out of 9 or 10, whatever you want to call it. But that's only because I know they can do even better. But I mean, the 8.9 is like, dude, I'm at the cusp of like losing my mind. So, I mean, I got to give them a lot of credit. They really did a great job.
No doubt. And also, before I go and get to, I'll get to Pred.
Everybody else.
No, I'm going to get to Pred.
Pred's here?
Yeah, Pred's here. Of course, Pred.
He's quiet.
Wow.
I'm gonna let Dark go last. I'm gonna let Dark let us know because you know what I'm saying, we got to give our PlayStation brother his time.
Dark might go to sleep. He might go to sleep.
But no, I'm looking at this and then I'm looking at the E3 tally right here, and it says
I'm not an old man like you guys.
It says vote using the hashtag in the chat. It says, what was your favorite announcement today? Guess what game it is that's not just winning but dominating right now.
Halo.
8. That's to say to you haters out there, Halo is never been gone. Halo has never been lacking. Halo is just as dominant as it always been. So that's it right here. But Pred, your thoughts, brother, about the Xbox.
And talk some extra Halo for us, Pred, because we know you love Halo.
I do like Halo. I'm just not infatuated with you because I'm more of a military.
And people,
shooter.
go ahead and share this out, man. We really do appreciate it, man. Show that support for sure.
Yeah,
let's
hit
go.
That like and,
I gotta hit that like button.
Yeah, damn. You can't hit. I hit the like button for you every time, and I share your shit out, man.
Sometimes it might take a minute. It might take a minute. Sometimes I do share this out, man.
You don't.
Don't you?
You know me, I'm a military shooters guy. So like
hit the like button.
When Battlefield came out, I was good. You know what I'm saying? I saw the gameplay from that. I was good for the rest of the show. But like, let me go through a list because I don't want to really double. I don't want to tap on everything that everybody else talked about already. Let me just go through a list to just kind of kill this narrative that Xbox ain't got no game, right? On top of what you've seen today, first 30 games. 27 are in Game Pass. That's over $1,600. If you're thinking that there's $60 a game on average, that's almost $2,000 you're saving right there just from having Game Pass, right? Jeez. But let me go down. Let me go down the list of games that you did not see there. All right, Gunk, Scorn, Scarlet Nexus, Horses, Outer Worlds 2 ain't coming out anytime. We saw it, but it ain't coming out yet. Valve's still coming. Elder Scrolls is coming. Crossfire X is still coming. We didn't see that. Bright Memory coming. We didn't see that. Cuphead DLC. We didn't see that yet. Hellblade. Fable. Perfect Dark. I mean, I know I missed a couple. I was kind of jotting stuff down on top of my head. But like, that's like
Everwild.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, or Everwild. On top of the 27 you just saw. All coming to Game Pass day and date.
Oof. And the PC conference showed a mech. There's a mech game that's coming. Mech something 5.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. That showed that last year, I think, too.
Yeah. So.
Oh no! there was another mech game that they had last year too. It was a shooter/mech shooter.
Oh yeah. But no, this is like
wow.
like it was at one of the first things that the PC conference showed or event showed, and it was this mech game, and it's coming on there, and it said Steam and Xbox. That's it. So
and you got to think like that's just stuff coming to Game Pass. I mean, like there's also other stuff Microsoft probably is gonna have marketing on this too, like maybe Elden Ring, stuff like that. Like, so like we gonna be eating good, you know, at 120 frames per second, 4K coming up for the next fucking the rest of the generation. So like the show was just like a prequel to all the other shit we got coming later, if you think about it. But like for me, there was a lot of games, man. I don't want to go down the list like I did before on the other after show that we did with Xbox channel, but like Starfield opening up, even though it's coming out in 2022, at least we got a date. And the thing I loved about that is they came out and they just killed all that narrative bullshit about it coming to PlayStation 5. They just killed it right from the freaking beginning. Xbox exclusive, and he repeated it at the end, and that makes me think that everything from Bethesda is coming from it's all going to be Xbox exclusive. So I'm talking like Elder Scrolls type shit.
Except for previous contracts they have fulfilled. That's
except for like Ghostwire Tokyo and a couple other games. But like for the most part, like you're looking at stuff they're going to pop out in the future from those guys. I mean, like, you know, and that's what they started with. Arcane game they ended with, which is also going to be an exclusive. So like, Stalker 2 looked good. Forza, my jaw dropped. I was in the chat with Xbox podcast when they had
hearing Fred say that is serious because you know that.
Yeah, see, you don't say that. You
Fred don't say that.
I say that a lot.
When they had that, they showed that little section where they were like on the side of the cliff of the volcano with the rocks and shit. I even went in Xbox party chat. I was like, bro, because I was ahead of them. I was like, wait till y'all see this next screen, because that shit looked real. And I was just like, fuck, man, this game looks good. And I was like, you know, you can't deny a game like that when you see it. And it's the best racer out there. So like, I mean, I don't even know what else to say about this shit.
I'm going to give you some. You want me to give you some more numbers to go with you there? So, just you were mentioning numbers, so I just happened to run across that. So, just Xbox channel alone, over 1 million views under 7 hours. IGN over 1.4 million views on their channel separately. They are killing it on the viewership, and people are interested in what they have to offer. Yeah. So I just thought it'd be interesting to throw that up with your numbers there.
But I thought Xbox games was
diabetes.
What's going on here?
Diabetes.
Woo.
You're gonna have that in my head the entire night.
Diabetes.
Yeah. Keep in mind, I didn't include GameSpot with that. I didn't include any of these other outlets. I just told you IGN and Xbox channel. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, and again, I don't want to go down the entire list of games, but like some of the ones that stood out, Sea of Thieves, their DLC, or that obviously I said Battlefield already. There were some games I wasn't even thinking about looking at, but even like games
Party
like
Animals.
Party Animals, like I'd fuck with that, you know, like something.
Dude, me and you, Pratt, we going in. We got Dark. He's down to play as well. We are going in. We are killing that game.
I haven't even talked about Halo being 120 frames per second as a multiplayer. That, bro, Plague Tale, Game Pass, day and date. I mean,
but that was crazy. That was insane.
Yeah. Even Grounded looked good. Among Us finally coming. My daughter loves that game. Outer Worlds look good. Flight Sim finally come in. That looked really good for it being on. Like you're looking at on PC and you're looking at the Xbox version. I'm just like, man, they both look good. Like it's a great looking sim, even though it's not something I typically would play. But like, fuck, man, it looks good. What else? I think I already talked about Forza. Yeah, I mean, like everything that I saw today, man. Like I said, I gave it a high B. And it wasn't because I thought the show sucked, and like I mean, like the only thing I think would have took it over the top for me if they had announced one acquisition. Like if that would have happened, that would have killed it. I mean, the show was great. Don't get me wrong, but I think if they had announced this one acquisition, just one, and that would have just like killed everybody's vibe. It's about the not having
probably
games.
saving it for Thursday.
And you might be right. I mean, let's say it ain't coming, but you know we've heard so many rumors about it. Happening, but I think they killed it today. Even looking at what Don just called out, it's a great show. And
Fred, I got My bad. I just want to ask you because you said like how good of a show this was, and like I like talking to you. You're very level headed. When was the last time you saw a show this good from Xbox for E3? I've enjoyed them all throughout the years, but dude, I think this is like one of the top ones, if not the.
It's probably the best one I've seen ever from them.
Ooh.
To be honest, I think that's one of the best. Usually I'll come in, I'll be like, I'll nitpick at stuff like, about, especially with me, I'm the glass half empty guy. Like, okay, this wasn't shown. Why not? Like they showed enough to even get me off that narrative. Like it's impressed with everything they've shown and the fact that everything's coming in Game Pass, bro. That's like the fact that, like, look at the numbers, like all those games plus the other like 17, and that's like they're like those games ain't even coming out until like another year or two. There's going to be stuff coming in between that too. They're going to add the Game Pass. So, like, I mean, this is probably one of the best shows I've seen from them. Like, I can't think of. Last year was good. Like the pacing last year was actually okay with what they announced, like Avowed, stuff like that, Fable, because that was like, especially with Fable, that was I always talk about that oh shit moment where I get up and I'm like hyped about something. Last year Fable kind of did that for me. Like I always want that, like that. You see those? I said this last week on the show. Like those guys that were at the Nintendo conference where they showed like, what the fuck game was that? Smash Brothers, and like everybody was like, "Oh my god!" They're all throwing up hats and shit and doing backflips and shit. Like Fable kind of did that to me, but like this year I didn't have that moment, but I still think it was a really good show. I still think they did a really good job. Forza did it, Battlefield did it,
Stalker 2 did it.
Stalker 2 is not my game, but I think it was a good
Atomic Heart. I think people are sleeping that. That looked phenomenal.
Well, we still have a Dark because there's. I know that there's going to be some other games.
Contraband.
KMEGA.
Let Dark get his time because he might say some of those games.
I gotta let you know, you have a community all-star, and you have to pay the bills because they hit up the super chat.
Yeah, I was going to wait till Prayer was done. So.
I'm done, man.
Yeah,
okay, all right.
Like, I can go on all night for this shit.
Oh, we gonna be here for a little bit, so we can just go ahead and talk about it.
If you want to, but I'm in your party chat.
So anyway, Iron Mike, I have not forgot you. I've seen it. I've been seeing it, holding it right here, ready to get it. But some people just like to talk to them. But no, I wanted people to just do that. It's great. Woo! Iron Mike, he said, ponies holding a reverse pep rally about this fire Xbox. I want to say Xbox.
You got it right.
Event. Because I want no, it's not the liquor because I was about to say Xbox, but it's Xbox. Okay, listen.
Unless you hear those rocks rolling around in that crystal, he's okay.
Yeah, right. Don's hung around me enough to know, when it's about that time. Like
we can hear like it's like a chandelier kind of moving.
Yeah. That means that it's over. Like, Anyway, so no, we good on that. So let me keep going down. DJ Birdo Das, he says, LOL. It's called a drop, Crispy. That sound it makes, that boom. That's what it is. And then I have that sound. I need to add that sound back. And then you're right. We got some female royalty.
Told you.
In the party chat. She's Lady Foxfire. What's up, girl? What's up, ma'am?
Miss you,
she said, yeah, we do miss you. It's about that time to come in. The community is hype. Everything is right now. It's about that time for you to come on back. She said, awesome
Mm,
E3 day. I'm ready to buy a new Xbox now. See, right there. See, I think she's one of the last ones. I think this right here is one of those things where this event was it for those people who were thinking, well, this is my Xbox moment. They got to show and prove. For people like me and for Xbox and for, most of us that's on this panel, we're like, man, no, we're good. We know Xbox is going to provide. But there's other people out here that's just like, no, I'm still not ready yet. This right here, I think, solidified that Xbox, for the people out here that's been waiting for Xbox to show what they have. I think this is the one that's going to get people back on board that kind of jumped the ship and went to Sony. All right, and then we also had a longtime person, man, part of the GRG family. Triple Cup Chuck, my brother. What's happening with you, man? It's a long time no talk to.
Baby.
What's up, Triple Cup Chuck? You up, man? Thank you for stopping by in the chat. Really do appreciate it. So, Dark, our PlayStation brother. I knew I should have hit up Callie Rex so you wouldn't feel alone, Otter. But
how are you feeling?
yeah, but how are you feeling right now? I mean, all the slander you've been saying here for the last couple of weeks on Next Podcast. I mean, are you gonna still keep that energy, or now since you in another domain, are you gonna have a different outlook?
The show was like watching a homeless guy with a GAMP.
Whoa!
California, right?
No, honestly,
I
man.
love it.
Honestly, dude, I thought the show was good, man. Honestly, I think I'm glad they didn't. I mean, they didn't. I'm glad, so glad. Thank God they didn't show Minecraft again.
That's right.
I'm
they
so
didn't.
glad that they didn't.
Shut your ass up.
They might show it on Thursday though, but who knows? I'm glad that they didn't show Gears of War because that game sucks anyways.
Watch your mouth.
Oof.
I'm just trying to pull Crispy out.
There,
I
got you.
Trying to pull Crispy out.
It's a trap, man. It's a trap. Don't.
You are fake news.
Don't fall into that.
Okay.
No, but honestly, dude, what they showed of Halo, it was fantastic. I mean, Stalker 2 looked great. I mean, there was just so many games. That's all I care about is seeing more games from Xbox, honestly, and they showed us today. Say what you will about any of the games that you saw today. Yeah, maybe they might not be for you, but honestly, like I saw about 11 games that were for me that I was all like, okay, yeah, I want to play that. I mean, yeah, some of them were multi-plats, but a lot of them are going to Game Pass, so it's like if you have an Xbox, why would you want to spend more money on the game if it's already going to go to Game Pass, So I mean, that's the deal breaker right there for I think a lot of people who have multiple consoles is like, do I really want to spend more money on a game? Like there are some games that I will spend more money on. Like I did want to see like MLB The Show. That's what I did this year. I bought MLB The Show because I wanted to see what it looked like on the new console. It doesn't look anything different, really, to be honest. But there are some games I'm like, yeah, I want to buy that on the new gen. But there are some games I'm like, well, you know what? If I can save $60 or $70 here or there, I'll just get on Game Pass, and I already subscribed to it, and I'm gonna continue to subscribe to it because it is a good deal, and it looks like most of the majority of those games are going to Game Pass. So I mean, like take it how you will. I mean, you either go play it on PlayStation and spend your $60-$70, or you play it on Game Pass and you only have to pay $14.99 a month. So I mean, what would you rather do? I mean, I think I would rather save the money and buy an exclusive here or there for PlayStation, and then go and play some games on Game Pass because I mean, from what they showed today, it looks like pretty much everything is going there except for maybe Diablo 2. There was another one there that wasn't Battlefield
and Far Cry 6.
Far Cry 6. Most of the multi-plats probably aren't going to go towards towards the Game Pass route, but I think Game Pass is sitting in a good position right now with a lot of the games that they showed off today. They showed off so many games. I mean, Forza Horizon 5 is coming day one on Game Pass. Like, you don't even have to purchase it. You can just download it.
Is there any other subscription out there when it comes to games that can even compare to what Game Pass is bringing to the table now?
No, I mean, no. Even I know a lot of people say, oh, well, there's PS Now, and it's like, well, it's not the same, no. PS Now is not the same at all. and that's the thing. Like, I think most of these games that I saw, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that. I mean, you guys even heard me throughout that showcase. I was just like, dang, dude, I want to play that. Like, and having an Xbox already in my house. I mean, hopefully I can get a Series X or a Series. I mean, I might just say fuck it and get a Series S. I don't know. Because I mean,
Can't wait, people. He cannot wait.
You know me, dude. I want to see Halo at its glory, and I don't want to wait through those load times with the One X, dude. I don't want to wait through that stuff. So
no, we'll just wait for you. Is the problem? It would be like,
yeah, I know, and that's the big problem is that you're gonna be waiting for me, and you guys are gonna be like, man, you should have gotten a Series. I would be hearing Don, damn it, Dark, get a Series S or Series X, and I'm like, oh man, I wish I could. I'd be
are you falling down a hole? I wish I could.
Man, I'm gonna say that regardless, even after you get one. I'm just gonna give you shit.
Yeah. I know you're just gonna give me shit. Period. Right, Don?
Well, I mean, and for one thing too is that I mean, you're a primary PlayStation owner, so therefore you should already have one of those killer PCs.
Yeah.
I'm
not a. Yeah, but you know me, dude. I'm not a PC guy. I will not play on PC. Like, okay. I mean, I try to play Hades on PC. I just can't do it, man. I can't play on PC. I just can't. I don't know. I like having a console, just booting it up and playing. Like I use my PC for other stuff, anyways. Like editing and things like that. Yeah, porn, all that stuff. Pred's OnlyFans for sure. And
you guys are trading feet pics.
And then,
pretty much.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I'm sorry I started that.
Your foot looks better than
you didn't start anything.
He's been doing that.
It was a natural thing that just happened to me this evening.
Exactly. Honestly, dude, I mean, it's just like dang, dude. Like there's, I mean, just on both ends. There's so many games coming out, just not even just on Xbox, but there's also stuff coming out on PlayStation that you're not going to be able to get on Xbox, and it's like vice versa. So I mean, it's best at this point, especially if you're not a PC gamer, get both. Especially if you see stuff that you want to play on Xbox, you see stuff that you want to play on PlayStation, get them both. Like there's nothing in the rule book that says if you're an Xbox fan, you cannot buy a PlayStation. There's nothing in the rulebook that says you are a PlayStation fan, you can't buy an Xbox. So you just,
how dare you?
It's your money. You do what you want with it. If you feel like Xbox is not giving you the things that you want, then don't buy an Xbox. Just stick to your PlayStation, play those games, and that's it. But people like me that want, I like variety of different games and stuff. So,
party animals.
Plus, me, I'm a huge Halo fan with Bot here. So, I mean, after seeing that trailer, I was just like, oh, dude, I can't wait for freaking Halo. And the multiplayer just looks fantastic. I mean, it's free to play. So, I mean, even if you don't get the chance to buy or play the game, the campaign, you still have the multiplayer free to you to play, so you're good there. Yeah, man, I mean, like, this show, I'm telling you, man, Xbox is not playing any games anymore, and I said that a couple months back. I said a couple months back that Xbox is gonna come to play, because they see what the community wants, plus they also see what PlayStation is doing, and they're like, hey, you know what, we need to do that too, and we need to, but we still need to be ourselves. And that's what they're doing. They're being themselves. I mean, majority of those games are co-op, and a lot of those games are multiplayer centric, but that's what they're good at. Why would you want them to change for the fact that that's what they're good at? multiplayer, and I don't see, and it's the same thing with PlayStation. Why would you want them to change if they're good with the single player,
Right.
and they haven't
You
really
just
made
want it to
anything
add,
that
though, right? You don't want to take away from those areas.
Right,
You just want it to add in those areas that
Right.
are a little shallow in. You know what I mean? So
right. But it seems like a lot of people want to take away from all that stuff. They want
that's not the right approach for at all.
Yeah, it's exactly. So, I mean, just so much stuff, dude. I mean, I could not believe like 40 something, like an hour ago, IGN comes out and says, "Oh yeah, Xbox Showcase extended Thursday, June 17th,
That's
10 a.m."
crazy.
1 p.m. I'm just like, what the fuck?
And for people out there, so Dark,
basically-
say that again for the people out here who, if they weren't really paying attention. What did you just
So,
say
yeah,
that's coming? Yeah.
So on Thursday, they're having an Xbox extended showcase at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, and so 11 Central, right? I think that is right, or no?
12. I think it's 12 Central. Right. Yeah, high noon.
12 Central,
baby.
yeah. 12 Central. So, I mean, that right there, I mean, like, goes to show you that. And they even announced what they're going to have. They're going to have in Ninja Theory, all the games that you guys were clamoring about, like all the PlayStation guys out there that are clamoring, well, why didn't they show Avowed? Why didn't they show this? Why didn't they show that? All those games are going to be at that showcase. So
you're saying they're not done yet?
Exactly, they're not done yet.
Gotcha.
Which they've never done this before. They have, I mean, as many E3s as they've had, they have never done like one showcase, right, and show a bunch of stuff, and then be like, hey, you know what? In a couple of days, we're going to show you guys even more.
Well, that's always been an issue, right? They've always been kind of. I mean, people argue who outstaged who, but that's the problem, right? They'll go first. They'll show a bunch of stuff, which is a good showing, and then their competition will show something else that may feel like they outstaged them or they held back. So
that is a great point, Don. I didn't even think of that.
Opportunity to stay relevant, even if as the news changes and grows during E3. So we'll see how this all pans out. Or
even after E3.
Well, I mean, because
PlayStation isn't going to show anything during E3. They're going to be showing it probably in August.
Well,
Sony
can drop anything.
I thought it was July. I thought it was
July.
No, I thought it was the 28th of this month where there was going to.
That PlayStation is going to show something.
Yeah,
that might be. Yeah,
I thought it was 28th.
Sony can randomly drop something tonight, and we don't even know it's coming, and not even say it's E3, drop it on their YouTube channel, get a bunch of attention, and it can overshadow something the Xbox did, right? So this allows them just to continually stay relevant and not be in a position where someone can just kind of overshadow their announcements. Just just have their time. That's all it is. You know what I mean?
That, and also Phil doesn't have to come out and say, "Well, I'm excited to show you what we haven't shown," because now he's going to have another showing on Thursday where he's just going to be like, "Here is everything."
Well, you can still say that, but literally,
I mean, he can still say that, yeah.
Literally minutes later, you can show it. That's the fundamental difference, right? You can say that and then show it like directly right then and there. So, which is awesome.
So let me go ahead and read these super chats, and then there's some stuff that I'm looking at right now on my Xbox that I want to let you guys know, and then I will just ask you guys just kind of like some random questions, and then we'll get to Square-Enix and so forth. Bunty, thank you so much. He says, just showing my support. But I have to say, I gave it a 9.5. The show was pretty good. Great show, GRG. Thank you so much, brother, for stopping by. And Freddie Fox, he says, fellas, great show from Xbox. I know all the main stuff looked fantastic, but that replaced game looks absolutely amazing. I can't wait to play that. And I was going to talk about some, like Contraband, like that, and I know that I think Chris brought it up.
There was that one with that was like Inside and Limbo.
That was replaced.
Was that replaced?
That was replaced.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one that threw me off.
I thought replaced was the one with the cyberpunk kind of.
Yeah, that's the replace is the one where I was like, oh, here comes these 8-bit stuff, and then it turned into like this.
Yeah,
because I thought it was that punk. Oh, which one was that?
Oh God, what was that other one? And then they show Plague's Tale: Innocence too, dude.
Right.
Oh my God!
Hold on, let me look.
Can't remember what that one was.
Okay, Crook
Somerville?
said Forza Horizon 5 has flying.
Yeah, that's the one.
What was it?
Somerville.
Somerville.
Oh, Somerville.
Yeah.
Forza 5 has what? Forza Horizon 5 is
Crook
what?
said Forza Horizon 5 has flying in it. He said check the description on Xbox.
What?
Really?
What?
Flying.
What?
Hold on, let me see this.
Wait a minute. Okay, so yeah, okay, so let me see. I'm going through it right now.
I know
Good
flying and
how you
racing
drive.
are like one category. I don't know if it's like separate.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Because I know the crew had flying in it. I believe, too.
Yeah. See, and what's crazy is that there was so much other stuff that was shown, like Hades was
Crew don't
shown.
Garbage.
What'd you say? What?
I said the crew don't count, man. That was trash.
Oh no,
Watch your
yeah,
mouth.
the crew. Then there was,
Watch
there
your
was shredders. But the game that I didn't hear anybody really talk about, I think Crispy brought it up, but I seen that gameplay a long time ago. I showed it. It was I showed it, but it was in pre-alpha. It wasn't in it wasn't like it shown. But that was Atomic Heart. That game
said that, brother.
Oh, you said that. Okay, that game looked crazy. Like the enhancements of what they showed, like just from last year to now, looks
That Russian
insane.
Bioshock.
Yeah. That looked real good. Also,
A lot of games come out of Russia.
yeah, I know a lot.
Yeah,
of
yo, for real.
Or
Like, they got
I have
some over
Russian
there, brother.
protagonists. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be a Russian when I
Yeah.
play Stalkers 2. That looked ridiculous. And then of course, for people out here among us, I know it's not something that I'm going to do. And and that was something that was said too, that I thought it was a really great point, was that there was very little Japanese representation, but they did show, what I'm saying, Let Me Be Country. I'm not going to even try to say this name of this game, but it's the Chronicles 100 Heroes. It's the first installment, and it's the second installment. It's a Japanese RPG. It looks similar to Octopath Traveler. Those two games will be coming, and they will be coming to Game Pass as well. Flight Simulator. But this is the thing that I wanted to tell you guys. This right here. All right, so I'm going through here, and they already got these games listed on the Xbox right now. So, Stalker, $60. They have limited editions. But the Stalker Ultimate Edition is $109, right? Diablo 60. This is the one right here that's the kicker overall for me. Battlefield. I thought I was going to be paying 120 some bucks. For the deluxe on Xbox is 107. It's 108 bucks. So you're saving actually $30 because of the EA Xbox.
Of the Game Pass, yeah.
Because Game Pass and the EA Play collaboration. So you're saying that
the discount you get along with that.
You get that discount. So you get the deluxe game, and with all the bells and whistles, all the DLC that's going to be coming for 107 instead of 100, pretty much like 24, 130. That's
I feel like I'm getting ripped off. I'd rather pay $200 for this.
Well, listen, and that's another point that I wanted to make too. I said that before.
You get done with it.
Right, yeah, because you'll be paying for cosmetics and shit too. Okay, so
All
I
good,
said this
all
to
good.
Dark before we got started, and that was this. I said Xbox was so smart with this. It's because we've been saying this for the last couple of years, that there's so many games that's coming out here of late. Like for the last 4 years, we're like, damn, how can we keep up, man? There are games coming here, there's games coming there. With Game Pass, all you got to do now for the holidays is just send the code. That's it. Just send the code to your loved ones. Get Game Pass, and for the games that you want, you can save up enough money to get your 2 to 3 titles. So if it's Far Cry 6, Scarlet Nexus, and Battlefield, you can get those games. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing for me, is that's really tripping me out, because even for, like, I'm looking at a game like here, like Tales of Arise. I believe that's going to be coming on Game Pass, I believe. Maybe. We don't know yet.
In due time, the push was on that.
And then listen, and even if it's not day and date, like I said, like Scarlet Nexus was going to be coming day and date. I was wrong about that one. But if you read if you read what he said, what the developer said, he said at this time, Scarlet Nexus will not be coming to Game Pass. So that's telling you it's just like with the Yakuza game. The Yakuza game now is also dropped. Like a Dragon is dropped on Game Pass. So listen,
And a complete series.
There's nothing. There's nobody can talk about value.
Yeah, and Battlefield's going to come to Game Pass too.
Well, I mean, just with the EA thing, if people
Play.
really pissed off about the price because it's just a multiplayer game, well then shit, wait a year and it'll be on EA. It'll be on EO Play next year. That's fine. You'll just get worked and you'll get pissed off and leave because there's gonna be people that's gonna be wrecking you. Me and Preg gonna be sitting up in the cut. I think Don's gonna be right there with us too. You know what I'm saying? So like when you over here just now trying to learn how to fly in your fly
Just
suit,
make sure you're on KMEGA's team and not against KMEGA because he'll just sit in the corner.
We gonna get you. We gonna get you. We gonna get you. So that just is the test.
I got one of those in real life.
Right. To get Forza 5, $44.99, ladies and gentlemen. $44.99. Xbox is sending not only a message to PlayStation, but he's sending a message to everybody out there. Look,
entire industry.
To the entire industry. You don't have to do this. We understand that some of you guys have to, but we're going to try to make ways to work around it so gamers can still get these games at decent prices. $44.99 for Forza Horizon 5. And that's even that. And what's really crazy with that is that you don't even have to really pay for that. If you got Game Pass, you could just sit here and get it. But I don't know that anyway. All right. So let me just go start with the lady again. D, I want to know what was your favorite, the favorite game that you've seen, and go ahead and let us know what was it about that game that just had you like, oh man, I gotta have my hands on it. So what was it from the show?
Believe it or not, it was Forza Horizon, and the reason it was Forza Horizon, because when I first got Game Pass, I got it for State of Decay, and once my little dollar trial expired, I was like, damn, now I gotta buy it. And, you know, for Forza Horizon, was one of those games where it's just like, I mean, I'll try it. You know, there were a couple of droughts. You know, 2018 was an interesting year because I was just twiddling my thumbs until Red Dead came out. So I think Forza Horizon came out before that. So I really didn't get a chance to play it when it came out that much. But then, you know, once the hype and everything died down, I played it, and I was like, all right, it's included. I'll download it. It's like 90 gigs for everything. But it was really one of those games that caught me by surprise. And before I knew it, I was like max level, you know, all that kind of stuff, and doing a good chunk of the activities. Like most of my activities are kind of done, and it's just like, dang. I didn't realize it's one of those games where you're just like, I'll try it, but then you end up putting so many hours into it without even realizing it because you're having just that much fun with it. You know, you're trying to beat your friends. So having that availability on Game Pass is definitely a plus. It looks great. And definitely going from the Xbox One S to the Series X, it definitely blew my mind as far as, you know, exceeding my expectation with graphics. So I'm really, really excited to see it, especially with it coming November. Hopefully I'll have my memory card by then because I am on like 99% full. But that one was really exciting for me, even though I had heard the rumors of it going to Mexico after being in England. And just a thing for everybody, if you only watch the stream and that's it, I strongly recommend you go back and watch the individual trailers in 4K because the stream itself, stream itself was not in 4K. It was whatever you can stream it, but it definitely wasn't 4K.
It was
I had some buffering.
60.
Yeah, so it was buffering and things like that. So if you're able to, and you're already like, oh, that looked good, that looked okay, definitely go back and watch it. Even Stalker, which I don't have interest in, but I'm curious to see it. I was like, all right, y'all saying it looks good. I went back in 4K, and it was ridiculous, especially when that dude was like talking to you one-on-one. Like the graphics of his face. I was like, dang, I can't wait for somebody to stream this because I'm not going to buy it, but I'm really curious to see it. Like, I don't mind watching people's streams and such like that, supporting them that way. So Forza was definitely it because we're getting a date. And And Outer Worlds is also my second because I played the shit out of that game. But I know it's not going to be until a while. But Forza definitely took it. It also, I don't know about anybody else, but Forza Horizon 5 definitely gave me Red Dead vibes of Mexico. So that excited me too. I was just like, I know good and well this is not Rockstar. What the hell is this? And I saw it, I was like, this is Red Dead 1, Mexico. That's what it reminded me of. And it's nice because unfortunately, I don't know about any other games, but I don't have any experience in games going to Mexico besides Red Dead. So it was nice to see a different genre of a game in Mexico. It's really, really pretty. The colors are vibrant. You know, I love it's gonna sound weird. I loved how dusty it looked, like how the graphics of the dust.
Yeah, the realism.
Yeah, it was so nice to see, and I'm like, okay, New York City is cool. We've seen New York City done so many times. You know, we've seen miscellaneous like South American countries. No shade to those, but I feel like Mexico is one of those places that we just don't see in video games. And again, I haven't played every game, obviously, but it was nice to see Mexico and all the colors. And they showed that mural that was like a collectible. I just thought that was really cool. And the pinata thing, I love the bowling and the pinata stuff. I love the mini games. I also saw Eliminator was coming back. I don't know if anybody else peeped that, but Eliminator was there. So it was nice little callbacks to things. One of the cars was a convertible, and you could put the top down, which I'm not sure was a thing in Forza Horizon 4. I don't have a lot of convertibles.
No, I don't think it was, actually, to be honest with you.
It wasn't. So it's like, okay, you guys are subtly putting things in there that are relevant to the location. So, you know, the pinata being there, the colorful mural of actual artists, the lush forests, the deserts. It was just really nice to see. And I know having it on the Series X, taking advantage of that natively is really going to be nice. So I'm looking forward to it.
No doubt. No, I totally agree with you. And also Diablo 2 for the Prime Evil edition is $50. But if you don't want that version, you can get the regular version for just $40. So listen, man, like you can budget it, and I know that I sound like a solicitor for Xbox, but if this is PlayStation doing this, I would be doing the same thing because
he's going door to door.
Yeah, like listen, if you want to save money, let me talk to you, bro. All right, so let me just break it down to you.
KMEGA, let me sorry, I don't mean to interject, but I love me a good deal.
Ooh.
It's okay. So I love saving money. This is also in conjunction with as far as the pre-order, you can get it cheaper. This is also in conjunction with Microsoft Rewards. If you have an Xbox, for goodness sake, there is no reason not to have Xbox Rewards. You can get free games. My homeboy just got Biomutant for free. So there are ways that you can, utilize resources. You can go to Reddit. There's a great community there that can let you know how you can get points. So it might be 44, even if you don't grind enough to get enough points for the whole game to be free. You might have enough points to get it, $20 off, $15 off. Savings is savings. Go ahead, get that Microsoft Rewards app. And it's just clicking on stuff. They're showing you featured games. That's 5 points. You can, get 50 points. Every achievement you get is 50 points per day. So just ways of saving money,
No doubt.
Y'all know I love people saving money.
Yeah, that was another point. I forgot about the rewards points. That's just bad. But okay, all right. So let me just go on to somebody else. It just amazed me that you got all these options, and there's people still out here today that still wants to bitch and complain and try to tell you that this doesn't matter anymore. It's all about just points. So yeah, it's just crazy as hell. So all right, I'm gonna go to you, Crispy. What was that one game that you seen from the Xbox showing that you just said like, damn, I got to have it. I got to pay for that game, not just Game Pass.
Oh, that's tough because most of them are coming to Game Pass.
Right. Well, or let's just say that a game that you would say like, because I mean, we're all budget gamers. Pretty much. So I'm just saying, like, if you had to pay, let's just put it like this: if you had to pay for that game, which game from what we've seen from Xbox would you get it?
I gotta say Redfall.
Really?
It's.
But it's a trailer. You and Print was all about I need to see gameplay, but you're talking about
You know what though? Like I know Arcane enough to say there's something there. There's something different that they didn't really show, but they showed enough of what their thought process is. Mm-hmm. And I mean, vampires are kind of like meh. But they kind of made vampires feel like a cross between the zombie apocalypse or something wild that like you need to have like it seemed like they had almost like this AI thought process, like they had extra help from like actual machines. So for once, instead of like facing machines are helping you become something that you're not supposed to be. And that's what I felt from that trailer. I was like, what is happening right now? Like, why is this person like disappearing and floating and everything else? But at the same time, you've clearly established that you're facing vampires, which in lore, like vampires will just destroy you. So what's going on here? And I'm like, I was a little confused, but at the same time, I was like, man, like, Arcade knows how to like do things that are like kind of way out of the box. Like I played enough Dishonored now that I'm like, man, like, they could do something really incredible. And I feel like that's why Phil left it last, because, I see co-op involved and everything else. And I'm like, like we haven't really experienced like a co-op shooter / whatever with vampires. And it boggled my mind. So, I mean, that game really, really intrigued me. After that, I mean, true third party, I would have to say Battlefield, because I do love driving a damn tank, man. Like, or throwing myself in a helicopter. Like, that's the one thing about Battlefield. I'm like, I can go into that game, and if I just find a damn vehicle, I might actually be good at it. And if I master a vehicle, I could just be good at that vehicle, and people will be jumping on my helicopter.
Master a helicopter, and you'll be a god. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, I can do those things rather than. I'm not a good first-person shooter, but you intrigued me. And then the tornadoes, and then when the character came out and threw the, I call them the bat wings, but that's basically what they are. You know what I mean? And just floated across the map, and I was like, man, you're gonna dive drop, but if you're that specialist or whatever, you could just pull the wings out and just fly to wherever else you want to go. Like, that is freaking cool. Like, so, and then also Halo. Like, I didn't expect to have the feels that I did at the same time. You know what I mean? Because
and you're a Gears guy, yeah.
But I was like, man, like, you brought the sword towards you. You did this, you did that, and I'm like, man, like, you don't know what was, gameplay or just cinematics. Like, they kind of played with your head.
Oh, that multiplayer, that was all gameplay.
I know that. Yeah. But at the beginning of it, you were like, is this gameplay or is this? Yeah, I was like, I was super. Well, I knew. Well, they said that. I mean, like, they were very, and that's what I love about the whole conference. They were very particular in engine, on console. If it was like a third party, like whatever they had to do, they really were literate about it. And it wasn't, stupid world premiere. Like, like we love that. But at the same time, you didn't need that, especially in a pandemic. And you're not, in front of people like that are actually in-house in front of you, get to cheer about something. Like, they're like, you know what? We got to just be completely literal, even make fun of ourselves. Like, dude, like I'm super excited for Outer Worlds 2 just because of how funny they were. You know what I mean? They were super. They were hilarious about it. Like, this should happen in this realm. Like, you know, like your thought process is going to get completely screwed with your own head. You know, so it was one of those things. Like, I'm like looking at it and I'm like, you know, there's a lot of games that I wasn't interested in, but they were so quick too. And I was like, man, like you get to Red, you know, you get to Redfall, you get to even them just like announcing that there's going to be an Outer Worlds 2. That's basically what they did. And then you're like, man, what are they doing? What's going on here? So completely understand. And I mean, if the Thursday thing happens, and I mean, Phil did hint at like, hey, we know that you saw
more like interviews Thursday from what I was reading.
Well, and you know what, like I think at the end of the day, like you have to realize that like Hellblade 2 is very far out, farther than they would like, probably 2 years out from now. You know what I mean? Because it's an Unreal 5. Even Avowed, I almost think that they're thinking about just going to Unreal 5, because technically you can build it in Unreal 4, and because it's Unreal 4, you can upgrade it in Unreal 5. That's the way Epic has done it.
Kind of like switch it over.
So maybe they're thinking about, let's make next gen, because you know, you see all these games, like we just saw Godfall is going to PlayStation 4. Is it not? Unless I'm wrong.
It is.
Okay, so you know, all these games that people are saying are not possible on PlayStation 4 all of a sudden are starting to come there. And it's like,
because they lie.
Well, Xbox has got to do something. Xbox has got to do something that, you know, is out of the box for them, because, you know, they're constantly, you know, promoting crossplay and promoting playing games. And they're like, well, we can have those games, but we can also have those games that people like Forza. I mean, dude, I never been so interested in a racing game in my life. You know what I mean? Like it looks so damn good. And keep in mind, I watched in 4K. I watched on my Series X because my TV was not having it. So I put it on my Series X. It's you know, connected to my internet, you know, physically. So I was just like, you know, screw the Wi-Fi. Let me just try it. And dude, I couldn't figure out what was reality or not. And that is very hard to do. And they were going into gameplay, and I was constantly looking at, like, maybe you find that bush or something, and they went in and out of gameplay, and I'm like, it looks the same. Like, what is going on here? And I think we're going to get into a point in time where, you know, thanks to Microsoft AI and the way a lot of these engines run that they're using, the reality and the game are going to become one. And that is going to be incredible. And I seen it on my Series X. You could tell me I'm wrong. I'm fine with that. But I seen it, and I mean, Forza Horizon 5. Can we just say
recklessly? That's a question.
Can we just say
Megatron?
Can we just say that Playground Games is the GOAT, bro? Trust me.
Is the GOAT.
When Fable comes, they might get me to play a Fable because of how good that Horizon 5 looked.
Overturn 10. You're saying that Playground is the GOAT. Overturn 10. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Oh man, stop it.
For what they did with that, dude, I'm sorry, bro.
They learned from Turn 10. Turn 10 is the guru, brother. If anybody knows Xbox hardware, it's Turn 10.
Hold on. You think you saw detail in Forza Horizon 5? Right. Just look at the Horizon that's out now and the latest Forza Motorsport and the car models and stuff like that, and wait until the next Motorsport comes out, dude. You're going to be playing 2 racing games within 2 years.
No. Here's where I disagree, and the only reason why I disagree is because they were showing in engine in an open world, and they were going through this person's eyes to this person's eyes. Not only that, to have that story where you go and find stuff, like it almost felt like, Blomps or whatever. Like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, I love stuff like that. Like,
okay.
Right,
I get that people love the just racing, but you were, in fact, it's not open world, dude. Like, I'm sorry, like that is GOAT status. Like, you make it look that good.
Oh no, they're
it's
great.
An open world,
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, that is GOAT, and I mean, involved in the game if they come out with. I mean, let's be honest.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to move on. I got to get to the rest of the panel, but I will say this. Playground Games is definitely up there, but not. I think not without the help of Turn 10, because Turn 10 helps pretty much damn near everybody at Xbox Studios. But Fable will be the test, and then hopefully we will finally start hearing something from the media and others out there that will start to give those studios credit where credit is due, to say, okay, Playground Games is up there with Naughty Dog or Insomniac and things like that. So, but we got to see what Fable looks like first, I think, before we can start crowning
before
them.
Before say anything like that.
Because a racing game compared to a story-driven game is completely different, but Turn 10 is still the
they didn't get those status overnight either, too. Like, they earned that over time, right?
Oh, no,
so that's the same for with any studio.
No doubt. So, all right, so let me just move on. Let me get to Dark. I'm coming to you now, man. What was that actual game? Bot, I'm going to come to you last. You're last on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keep playing Destiny 2 then, all right?
Yeah. Keep playing Destiny 2. Play Destiny 2. All right, so...
Dark likes party animals. Next.
Yes. All right. So, look at this. I finally got another GRG family to play in the building. Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta do it. Where's he at?
Dark plays Bugsnax in party animals.
Yes.
Hey, man, that's your taste.
108 Dragons TV. 108. What up?
It's cute.
What up, son?
Legend.
Oh, he sounds tired. You sound tired.
You know what I've been doing.
I've been doing it too.
I was about to. You know how I be doing.
All day.
You know how I give it up.
Man.
I was on a food run and I said, let me listen to this in my truck before I go. So now I'm gonna not eat to be here.
All right. Okay, cool. So, all right. Well, we'll get to you. So then, what I will do though is that I will get to you last. Bot will be before you then. But let me go ahead and get to. Let me.
You gotta save the best for last. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna really think I'm on.
Well, let me.
Sure, 108 Dragons is the best.
Thank you.
He's the only reason why I listen to the show. So
Oh wow.
Well, then you haven't been listening for a while.
Well, yeah, exactly.
You gotta also remember he also plays with like third-party controllers, so
right. So for Dark, I'm going to say this:
light sticks and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the Pelican controller?
Anyway, all right. So
he likes controllers that are see-through and transparent for some reason. I don't know what
he does. He likes to see himself with eye herpes because he likes to play with a VR machine. So eye herpes. Anyway, so okay, Dark.
I'm gonna behave.
What was it?
I'm gonna behave.
We're gonna somewhat behave. This is supposed to be a party because you know what we would be doing out there in LA right now. We would be getting ready to hit the ball. Right. We would be ready to hit the ball, and we'd rather be hanging around. Anyway, so
hit the ball.
Anyway, Dark. What was the game that just said, look, man, I got, even if it's a Game Pass or not, but it's like I have to have that game. I would pay full price for that.
Oh, it's Halo, dude.
Oh yeah.
Halo. I mean, I like the way that Master. I know Don has his gripes about it, but man, that game looks so freaking. Oh my god, dude! I can't wait for that. Dude, me and Bot were going crazy on that. When we saw that trailer, we're like, oh shit.
Put it in the
then
middle of the show.
And then probably like another one that I kind of want to throw out there is A Plague Tale: Innocence 2. I'm excited for that, dude. I can't wait.
Just
for
keep
that.
talking about Halo, sir. We don't care about anything.
Yeah.
I'll play.
Well, I know A Plague Tale: Innocence 2. I think that's multi-plat. So I mean, but still, I mean, they showed it at the Microsoft showcase, so maybe they might have a deal with them or something like that. And I think that one's another one that's coming to Game Pass, isn't it?
Yes.
So
it is.
Yeah. They definitely have a deal with them to put that on Game Pass. But yeah, man, that game looks like I can't wait, dude. Like, she looks older. She looks like she's gonna be like a little fucking badass. Like, I can't.
Oh, I was like, don't be on your Sir X, man. Please don't do that, because I don't want to. I don't want to play that sound clip.
No, I'm not. I'm not like Sir X, man.
That's
Definitely
Xbox's favorite sound clip, actually. So.
No, man. I think Halo, hands down, just my dude, the way that Chief looks, like the way that because I know before in other trailers when we saw Chief, he didn't look like he had like a darker. I mean, he had like a lighter color to him, and I didn't really like it. I didn't really like that. He didn't look banged up or anything, but in this trailer, when I saw him, he looked like he was banged up. He looked, the armor looked like it had scratches in it. It looked like the armor looked darker. He just looks awesome. And then the new Cortana, like the way her animations were, it was just like, whoa, dude, like that
looked like Isabel from Halo Wars 2. Like, that was really good. Yeah, real defined.
Yeah, really, really ridiculous. And man, I can't wait for that, dude. That's gonna be so awesome. And apparently it's holiday, but we don't have like a official release date on it. I mean, maybe they might push it back. I hope not. I really do hope that they don't. But if
he's still talking?
They have to. They have to.
Yo, my bad, guys. Can I just make an official announcement here?
You're pregnant.
My 17-year-old. He had one more assignment to complete to make sure he graduated high school. He just got that done. He will be a graduate coming Tuesday. I am
congratulations.
So
Congratulations.
He says his son's graduated from high school. He actually means himself. Oh,
man. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right. We have somebody in the chat. I will not say this person's name because this sounds like some crazy ass slander. Halo's not trending. Nobody cares. So, all right.
Who said that?
I will not say the name. It's just somebody in the chat that said that.
Let me go ahead and
yeah, go ahead and hit it. You're a moderator.
Does it rhyme with Christopher Fart?
No. He got ran off, man.
He's not that dumb.
Oh.
Yo, listen. He said nobody cares, but on the Xbox E3 conference, it's trending number 2 on YouTube.
You know, it's funny. He cared enough to comment about it.
You go, love it.
Yeah,
I mean, I think people care more about Halo than they do a lot of other games that they showed over there at the press conference. So I mean, Halo is still huge, man.
I see you in that Blockbuster that weekend.
It's also inaccurate. Halo Infinite is trending with 30.8 thousand tweets. So
it sounds about right. Yeah.
And counting.
I'm just looking at it right now.
And they're probably it's gonna grow over the week too.
Listen to y'all throwing out these numbers, man. Listen to all these smart people, man. This is fantastic. Anyway, let me take another sip of this Jack.
I'm gonna say one number that matters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one number that matters.
What's that?
There's one person in the chat they ass hurt. Facts.
Betrayal.
That's it. That's facts. All right, so let's go ahead and get to someone else. All right, so let's go to you, Pred. What was that game? I think we already know, but what Predator? You know what I'm saying? Predator! Oh man, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Just too bad your wife don't sound like that when I'm.
You're not hitting it right.
Anyway, all right. So anyway,
Man, you guys got a
Next
special type
podcast,
of
man.
relationship.
hey man, me and Fred has a fantastic relationship because he started when he first came out and he started talking bad about, he started disrespecting me about my wife, saying that
Yo,
she
Fred,
was
you
over
see,
there.
you see that he
So-
tried to blame it on you right off.
He did. He was the first one. That
Started it.
you
Hey,
start.
we were
you
all
started
there,
it.
KMEGA, and
You
we
started
know
it.
that you started it. We
What?
all know. Everybody on the next podcast will say that you started it, bro.
No. Hold on, wait.
I said,
Lord have mercy.
wait a minute. Something ain't right.
No, I didn't start shit.
Betrayal.
Yeah, that is betrayal. But anyway, all right. So, Fred, what was that actual game that came out of that just you just gotta have? And from what the sound of it was, we was talking about like just other games. I know that there's quite a few. So, what is that game? I hope
Battlefield.
I don't. That's what I'm thinking. But he might throw us off. What game is that? What game is that going to be?
Well, I saw you background dancing in that game for Ubisoft that Just Dance game.
Oh my lord.
I was like, shit, man, that's my boy KMEGA. Let me support him.
I
man.
was getting down. I was getting down.
No, obviously it's Battlefield, man.
Amazing. A booby trap that actually catches boobies.
Boobies.
Go ahead.
Y'all know it's Battlefield.
Oh, okay, it's Battlefield.
I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna say it like this: Battlefield #1, Halo #2, Forza #3. And the only reason I'm listing them in that order is because I want to see if we can get either. It depends on if I seriously doubt it's gonna happen though. Custom console or at least a collector's edition. So it's probably gonna depend on that. Is which one I get, which one looks better. But I'm probably gonna definitely pick up Battlefield. I mean, I love that game. So Halo will definitely be a close second. I don't know, man. I might get all three of them.
Bro, I'm hearing you, man. I'm hearing you.
I might buy all three, man, just to support and just to have it. But I mean, Forza will probably be my third because I mean, like I'm not a huge Forza guy like you guys are. Especially like Horizon's not my favorite series. I like the other one, Motorsport. But Battlefield and Halo will both keep me occupied for probably like 2 or 3 years. So Forza, we'll probably see another Forza Horizon in 3 years. So if I had to spend money on, it would be Halo or Battlefield.
All right.
So.
Okay. Cool. All right, Don. What is that game that you just got to spend that money on, man? Man,
Be Stalker.
Oh, Stalker.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I wanted something new. I want something I wasn't expecting. And
that's right. You did say that.
Yeah, and a lot of things are not a secret in the industry, and so like when they show Horizon, like maybe I didn't expect it this year, but I expected it eventually, right? Mm-hmm. So like it wasn't a surprise. Same thing with Halo Infinite. I knew it was going to happen, or Battlefield, or those are like staple or evergreen titles, right? So where I wanted something is just something I wasn't expecting, something that just sink my teeth in. That's just a different franchise, and Stalker was the one that caught me off guard. I'm like, all right, I'm in. I'm in. So that's pretty much my biggest one out of all of them. Of course, I'm going to play all the ones, even the ones I'll complain about. I'm sure I'll play them.
Yes.
In regards to that, I'm sure I'm going to play Motorsport. It's probably not going to last me that long, but I'll have a good time when I'm doing it. And the same thing, I'm sure I'll try Halo. I don't think I'm going to get as much use out of this Halo, though, as I did Halo 5, just from the gameplay aspect that I saw in regards to that. But I'll still give it an honest shot and an honest try. So,
all right, I think you're going to be surprised about Halo, man, because I've seen a lot there that we've been talking about that's in both of our wheelhouses. So
they definitely like how they've been tailoring their showpieces towards certain people, certain audiences. Mm-hmm. I felt like the gameplay that they tailored this time around was for the people that wanted something more modern, not something so grandfathered in.
Right.
Right. In regards to that. So I think that was like kind of their big push when they were showing on multiplayer, and they couldn't hide that stuff too. I think honestly when you're playing a multiplayer match, so they just kind of fully embraced it in regards to that. I still think they actually are hiding a little bit more, but we'll see what my takes are on that down the road. So
no doubt. All right, cool. All right, Yobi, what was that game, brother? What was that game that you say, look, man, doesn't matter what expense, I gotta get it. That's the one I want.
Battlefield, enough said. That's all I say. Battlefield.
Okay, that's two battlefields, right? That's two battlefields right there.
Battlefield. That's it.
That's two
it.
battlefields. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see. All right. So we're right here. Xbot 448. What is that game, brother? What is the game?
448. Bro, you know, when it comes down to it, that one game, got to be Halo, brother. It's got to be Halo. Like what is going on with Cortana and this whole deletion thing? They made an AI to be an impersonator for Cortana that was supposed to be deleted after she completed her task. She completed her task, but something happened. She didn't get deleted. Now she is hanging out with the Master Chief. That is.
You sure she's not Cortana?
Yeah, that's what makes you want to play the story. It's like, yo, what is going on with that? Yo, we got the Banished there. We got Atriox. We got Atriox General. That this is his last fight, so he's going up against the Master Chief, talking about glory, yo, in war and all that good stuff. You put all that together, it sounds like this story is going to be absolutely bananas. But that's not it, because games. I've been on Xbox for a long time, and that replay value, man. So seeing that multiplayer and what they're doing with that multiplayer, seeing all like the new abilities, that grappling hook. People were wondering what was going on with that grappling hook in terms of multiplayer, and now you can grapple yourself to vehicles that are even flying in the sky, and you can they call it grapple jack. You can do that. You can take over the vehicle. Shows a lot more in terms of maneuverability, agility, and stuff like that when it comes to your Spartan, and I'm about that. I loved Halo 5, for its movement and just that quality.
How do you feel about no red versus blue?
What happened?
How do you feel about no red versus blue?
Honestly, I used to get a little upset when I spent so much time on my armor and designing my armor, and you remember picking your colors and all that good stuff. And then when I get into multiplayer, unless I was playing Rumble, anything else, they were changing it to red or blue. So I don't really have a big whatsoever. All the newer abilities, that shield that's on your arm, the shield that you throw on the ground, the thing that you shoot to see through walls, the weapons look fantastic. It just looks like the replay value is going to be there for a long time. What happened?
You notice some of those abilities you noticed those are the interchangeable ones. So like the one where you see through the wall, that's a wrist ability. The obviously the one where you deflect the shot, that's a wrist ability, and obviously you got the grappling hook. But the point is you can't have all of them. Can't all of them. It's that's what's swappable on the armor. It's how that works.
Okay, well, hopefully they have loadouts. So if you have different abilities, you can like in between like dying or whatnot, you can switch, kind of like what they did with Halo 4. Yeah. If they have something like that, I'm totally down with that. It looks fantastic to me. I am so happy with what I saw with the multiplayer, and when you came in, it's tough to ask one game. It really is, because that Halo is that one game. But man, I was blown away by what Forza Horizon 5 looked like, and we already know the quality behind like their physics and racing and stuff like that. So you put the quality that we know, and you see the visuals that we saw today, and then the different modes, like Dee was saying, with the bowling and the pinatas and stuff like that. It gives it a wider range. So say you want to get into the car, you want to mess around, you love the world, but you're not really into that competitive racing. You could do those other things like the pinata and the bowling. You could be competitive that way and not necessarily have to be the first across the finish line. I really dig that. I think that expands on that world and that replay value when it comes to Horizon. The smaller games, Party Animals. I know I've been messing around with people like this entire show when they were called on, and I'm like, Party Animals, because it's just because I want to play that with all you guys. I think that is going to be an absolute blast to play. It's going to be a highly streamable game as well. When you have your friends together, I think it's just going to be nothing but laughs and a good time. people are going to be, getting mad at each other, but still having fun. Just one of those quality kind of like streamable games. And but I gotta go with Halo, dude. Everything I saw from that little bit that they showed of the story, and I know people were talking about when they showed that part of the map, they're like, oh, well, it's really just the same thing, just a little further back. And I'm like, dude, what I saw in the original gameplay, first off, I didn't really have a problem with, but some of the sketchiness that was happening, like the pop-ins with the clouds and the fog and stuff, that was gone. That was absolutely gone when they showed the terrain and they showed the Halo ring when they first started showing Halo. That has got me excited to be able to explore this Halo ring and to find structures and to see what's going on there and possibly leave with something of value, more to the story. I'm really excited for this next Halo, man. I think it is going to be it is going to be quality the way that we know Halo to be.
No doubt. All right, cool. All right, 108. I know that you came in a little bit late. You know what I'm saying?
Hashtag save Locke. You stop yourself.
Man, listen. This even makes me more confident that Locke and Team Osiris will be back. So this brings me more confidence, and it's also makes me think that you said multiplayer. No, I think.
Dude, if there's a Locke skin, that's key.
That's why. Yeah. You see a Locke skin on. You see a Locke skin on Halo Infinite, then you already know that that's me. That's going to be me, and I'll probably be targeted by a whole bunch of haters out there and watch my KD go up because I'm going to fillet them.
When Bot said Locke skin, he's referring to the Atriox character with the helmet on his shoulder. Or whatever.
Oh yeah, he probably is. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Mega. One thing I'm this is really interesting, and I didn't mention it myself, but dude, Doom Eternal with ray tracing, looked phenomenal, bro. I
was watching all this stuff on my monitor. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch everything on my TV. And so I was already floored by seeing the stuff on my monitor because I bought me a new monitor, so it was looking great, but it's only 1440p. So I can't wait to see this shit in true 4K because it's a 1440p HDR monitor. So I was like, okay, because when they were showing the HDR, I was like, oh my god, the HDR was just popping. But I can't wait to go back and watch everything on my television. Now I watch what we're gonna finish off on tonight is Square-Enix, but I watched all that, and then the PC stuff I watched all that on my television. But the Xbox event, I didn't get it. I didn't watch it on my television. I watched it here on my PC. So and it looked good for what we've seen with those enhancements. And I guarantee you that all those other games that Bethesda showed that's going to be in Game Pass will all have enhancements coming somewhere down the line as well. Do you agree? Okay, all right.
Agree.
Okay, Lemon. What was that game? I know. So I'm going to ask you a 2-part question. So you can close this part of it out because I do want to give mine and then we'll move on to Square-Enix.
Dude, you've been sprinkling in yours all the way through.
No, because y'all don't. Okay, you guys have no idea what game I'm going to say.
It feels so good to not be the host right now, and I can just come in and mess up all your shit.
I know.
That's all I'm saying.
It is. But you know what? But I got this button right here.
Yeah, that just cuts out every time you hit it.
Yeah, we didn't hear nothing. Sorry.
Oh, it cuts out? Oh, it's the Ejectocito cuz guy. Oh.
Yeah, no.
Damn. Okay, anyway.
All right, can't do it to me, bro.
Okay, whatever. Oh, trust me.
The genuine disappointment you hear on his voice.
I was like, damn. Anyway, all right, so 108. What is that particular game that it is a must buy? And with the conference, how did you feel about it? Like, give us a letter grade. Because I didn't get to hear anything about what you guys were doing over there because I was doing my stuff over here with Xbox and stuff like that. But let us know.
A letter and a number grade. Letter and a number.
Oh, shit.
A 10 and an A+. A 10 and an A+.
Wow.
Microsoft showcase to date. Every Microsoft showcase got a moment, but the whole show was lit. That's the facts. And the king is in the building. He is back. All you naysayers, I warned you. I told everybody the most graphical, intense Halo on the 360 came from 343.
Oh.
Facts. Halo 5 crushed the market with graphics, particle effects, lighting without HDR. Facts.
About to have church again, ladies and gentlemen.
Well,
We saw what we saw a couple months ago, and people went bananas.
Organ.
I don't have an organ yet. I need to get one.
Bananas. Have faith in the Force, young Padawan. I told you the king is back. It won't look nothing like what we saw. Did everybody see what that game looked like?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Did you see when they scrolled through that whole region, the textures?
Yeah.
KMEGA, what was my biggest gripe about that trailer last year? Textures, right?
Textures, yep.
Mm-hmm. Now look, where y'all at? Come out your basements. It's real quiet in Hate Land. It's very, very quiet.
Oh my God.
I'm so far in, man. I'm so far in. Damn, it's better than sex. Because you know why? Because it got wait. I'm speaking for myself, K-Mega. You get on my line.
Who you smashing? Who you smashing?
Listen. I've never watched a press conference and had butterflies.
Oh.
Never. Not one time in my life. Next year I'll be 50. I ain't never was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do next.
I don't know how many times you said, oh my God, bro.
Oh my God. Because the gameplay, he jacked somebody in the air with that damn grappling hook. He called in. You can call in a special vehicle.
Grapple jack.
Did you see the part when he threw the grenade, blew the sword up, then grabbed it, and then stabbed the dude?
That's old school right there, yo. Using the plasma grenade to bring a weapon to you.
Yo,
that's old school, bro.
Listen, if anybody didn't understand what they was looking at, you must be watching on a black and white TV with the old school knob with the U on it.
Yeah.
I watched the press conference 2.5 times already because I'm taking notes. And I said, oh my God. And yes, Forza Horizon, yo, let me tell you something. There's a game that nobody give credit for graphics that's photorealistic. That's Star Wars Battlefront.
Facts.
Go back and look at that game. So if they could do that there, stop it. Oh my God. That wasn't gameplay. That was gameplay.
Stop playing.
That was gameplay. First Gears came out. No, that's cutscenes. Gameplay. Listen, man, Battlefield. Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Lord,
I feel they should put Evil Dead in there because that game is going to soul. I'm done. I'm done. I don't even want to get into the Game Pass Grand Slam. Everything. Day one. Jesus, Back for Blood. I'm buying it anyway. Game Pass.
Woo! Game Pass. Get up. You baby. The Game Pass lady, she's here. She's dancing for y'all. Let's go.
Listen. They dropped some fire. Atomic Heart was crazy. Replace was crazy. And then they said, you know what? Y'all too goddamn hype. Take a little sprinkle of this flight sim. I said, Jesus, Lord have mercy. I should quit Game Pass and just give Microsoft every dollar I got.
Okay.
This is ridiculous. And then they hit you with the Top Gun. I'm like, yo, that's Top Gun.
Yeah.
Flamish at him is like, no, Lemon. I says, no, I'm a Tom Cruise dude. That's Top Gun. And when they dropped that DLC, and we live, K-Mega, you know I know my movies.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Boy, I rolled off of my chair like a rubber band. Like, boy, I don't even know what to do now. I got so much content to put out just from one press conference. It's ridiculous.
Ridiculous. And shout out to Jamie Moran because he called that out. He called that. People told him he was crazy that they wasn't going to do fighter jets, and he was absolutely right.
I don't know if you'd be able to shoot missiles though. I think you could fly them, but I doubt you'd be able to shoot them. But my God! And then we got a goddamn date for multiple games dropping in Game Pass.
I just installed it. I just got the installation so I can get it.
My God. Yo, listen. I was so tired until I just started speaking. That's how you know it's real. And the only thing I hate about this E3 is we wasn't in that building to watch this. Because that live reaction with that crowd is absolutely amazing.
We all would have went deaf.
Oh my God.
Yo, Lemon, you ready for that Halo multiplayer, bro? You ready for that?
Dude, that's the game. I'm not going to even regurgitate what you said because you covered so many bases. I'm just piggybacking, but that is the game I told everybody what matters. If you notice in the show, all of them dates was not in November. Only Forza. Everybody else was September, October. They don't want to go nowhere near that game. They don't want that smoke.
Just think about
Battlefield, October. No. We don't want none of that.
You absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Lemon. September might just belong to Xbox because if they because Forza's November 9th, and then if Halo drops in November, like November 15th or something like that, or like late October, you're right. Nobody ain't touching that. Nobody ain't
going nowhere near Halo.
They ain't going towards Forza either. They ain't going to get towards Forza Horizon. They ain't going there.
I'm calling Halo or Forza is going to win Game of the Year.
That's my prediction. No, because you know what they're going to do? They're going to say that that's too far down the line. They're going to cut it off. Yep, Prit, they're going to cut it off.
Oh, they didn't do that to Death Stranding. Did I say that loud?
Yeah, but they did that.
They did the same thing in Star Wars, right?
Yeah, they cut off. They cut off
the Star Wars. It came out.
You know what? This is why I do a game rewards on 108 Dragons TV, where the gamer has the voice and not the clowns. Facts.
Let's go.
Wayne, why you got to say clowns on KMEGA's podcast, man? You know how he gets.
You scared of clowns?
He has a certain type of feelings about that stuff. So.
Anyway,
Pennywise.
All right. So okay. So what is the game that you have to get? 108. What is the game?
Halo.
Okay. All right.
Everything else fails in comparison. I mean, I don't care how much I love Battlefield. Halo's my heart.
Right. No doubt. All right.
So it had enough alien weapons for you?
My bro right there.
What you said, Don?
Don throwing it. I love it. That DLC.
Throwing some shade.
Yeah.
I'm not. Yo, listen. Don can never. I'm not gonna respond. Don, you got it. It's Halo Day. Nothing could ruin my day.
On Halo Day, right?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I remember that when I'm gun butting the hell out of you.
Oh,
I remember that. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful.
I can't wait. That 108, the Dawn battle coming up here in Halo Infinite. I can't wait to do that. It's going to be
It's gonna be like Iron Mike Tyson fights. If you go get popcorn that first round, you'd have missed it.
It's over.
Game over.
Right. You said you got him, huh? Oh shit!
Why you gotta chill my ear, man? That's weird.
Whatever the win.
Some milk.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So let me go ahead and say what I gotta say, and then we go get to Square-Enix. So I know you guys got things to do and everything like that because
I gotta say this.
No, you ain't gotta say nothing else, sucker. All right.
I gotta say this. Look, me and KMEGA made a bet, and I'm honored. We bet that. I betted that if they show Forza Motorsport 5 first,
I believe somebody else was on here telling me that I was wrong too.
Same thing. I said that.
He said if they show Forza Horizon 5 for them, I'm gonna have to buy the game for him. So I lost the bet, and you could ask Lemon, I'm a man of my word. Okay, when Forza Horizon drop, I got you.
I'm a man of my word too. If you would have showed up today, somebody would have got that buy unit, and you so generously donated. So you're gonna have to hit one of these shows so they can see it. Maybe some Halo gameplay.
I got bio mute maybe already.
No, I ain't talking about you.
You man, shut up.
I'm giving Yobi the shout out. So maybe the show Thursday live we dropped that code. If you ain't there, they ain't gonna be square. Facts.
No doubt. Yeah, Yobi's a man of his word. Yobi's one of the great people of the community, no doubt. Sir X-Man is another one, you know what I'm saying? Even though he's an old fucker, but he's still a good guy.
His wheelchair got flats.
He don't have a wheelchair. Stop that disrespect.
That's how old he is.
But he is pretty old anyway. And he breathes like he's like he's 100, but you know what I'm saying. I think he's like 50 something. But anyway, he better not. Hey, let me tell you this: we're gonna be doing fight night here a little bit later on. Sir X-Man better not bring his old ass in here because I'm already in work mode. I'm ready to bust some ass tonight. So let's go. For me,
fight night should be Halo night.
Oh, never that. Fight night is fight night. People love fight night. It is a fight, but Halo belongs somewhere during the week. Halo is always going to be a place in my heart, and it belongs definitely during my streams. But it's not going to take over fight night because I even extended fight night. Me and Yobi got fight night on another day too. So like
fight night Wednesdays.
Fight night Wednesdays, baby. We got it.
I don't know about that, KMEGA.
What up?
When me and Xbox get our hands on Halo, there might not be any more fight nights.
You a PlayStation dude? Shut your mouth.
Yeah, wait, hold on. You got to be careful when you say that because Bot need more practice.
Oh shit!
How do you know?
Oh.
I saw that tournament.
Hey man, I want to defend you, but I don't have any room there, Bob.
Oh my
game over.
Okay, all right. So
I'd be on there crying like an NBA player of today with them fouls.
God damn. Okay, so let's not do that. All right. Anyway, Sleepy Goblin in the chat. It's getting really messy. We about that time, and I'm almost out of drink. I'm about to pour me another one. Sleepy Goblin. I know I did that. I did do go bubba, didn't I? Sleepy Goblin says, the HDR that surprised me most was in Replaced. Didn't expect to see those colors and contrast in a 32-bit game. You're absolutely right, because I was like, damn, this game seems like it has potential, but why they got to go to an 8-bit game? And then when they transferred it over to when he was platforming, and I said, yo, and I seen it. That was very surprising. And something that I seen also on the PC event, there's a lot of these games now that's turning out to play or look like Octopath Traveler. That is a game that I will definitely play. I don't like to go back to the old school because I've been there, done that. Being a an older gamer, you know what I'm saying? But the way that they are projecting these backgrounds and how beautiful they look, I have no problem with that because I'm still a fan of the old school traditional RPGs, JRPGs where you take turns, the tactical way of you doing anything. So I know some people just like the action aspect of it, but it's still different. But and Six Layer, he says, shout out to the entire panel. The Microsoft press conference knocked it out the park, knocked me the fuck out. That's exactly what he said. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say it. Listen, this is a party. You know what I'm saying? This isn't GRG where we kind of keep it cool, you know what I'm saying, uncut. If I gotta be, I gotta kind of, professional.
That's funny, man, because that's the least professional podcast I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh wow!
You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, I'm listening, Mega. I would like to come on to GRG sometime, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna say, bro.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit. So it's together. And if you got to take it somewhere, take it somewhere, Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in the shit museum.
Take it to the shit store and sell it.
I like that. Take it to the shit store.
Okay, so there you go. And because other than that, yeah.
No, I got to bounce, man.
Okay. All right. Cool. No, man. Thank you, man. Pred, where can they find you at, Pred?
Later, Pred.
Pred. Next podcast Thursdays, man.
All right, cool. Thank you, Pred. All right. So cool. For me, what I have to say is that Halo, all this stuff, but I know that there's Game Pass, and so I know that I'll get those games later. But the game that I got to buy because I've been craving this game. It's not even Battlefield because I'm going to buy Battlefield, but it's Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood. I've been waiting for a Left 4 Dead. A Left 4 Dead game to come back so bad. I love that game. That was the game that made me realize how much I loved online gaming. That and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I was kind of like, oh, this is it. and seeing Back for Blood, I'm going all out. I'm buying the $100 version. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not playing around with it. I am so stoked for Back for Blood. I'm so happy that same team who made Left 4 Dead is doing this. And I like that I like the comeback because I seen that on their I seen this earlier while we was doing the show that something that one of the developers came out and says, I'm looking at all these other people steal our style, and we haven't done shit about it. That was his absolute words. And so he said that we ain't did shit about it. He says, so I had to hit up WB or somebody and say, look, I want to try to bring this game back, just like we used to do it with, but of course it's going to be under another name. And so I love that ambition, that drive, and they kind of got that feeling like, look, you may be a new kid on the block, you might be getting your props, but you know what? I'm still here, and that's why I have to support that game. So that's definitely the one for me. There's so many games, but that's the game for me. Back for Blood. Shout out to them. All right, Square Enix. This is an open panel discussion right here. Anybody that, because I watched it all, but I don't know how many. I don't know everybody on the panel who's here watched it all. So
I was only interested in
So I want to know what's the most interesting thing. I'll just start it off, and then we could just talk about it, and then we could finish it up, and then just get the hell out of here. But all right, so of course we're gonna start it off with the lady. D, do you got your internet situation going on? Is it right? Okay. Are you good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so the Square Enix conference, what was the game that had you excited? Like I said, this is an open discussion, so I'm not going to pick turns. I just want people to just give their thoughts about it, and then we can just keep it moving and get the hell out of here. So what was the games that you seen, if you did see it, that captivated you, that got your attention, that you made you say, like, oh, I got to get that game, or that game is interesting?
I did watch the whole thing, but there wasn't a game that fits the description that you're giving me.
Oh, wow.
It existed. I saw the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I think I enjoyed the cutscenes. I enjoyed how they interacted with each other. But the actual gameplay did not grab me, if that makes sense. Like I said before on GRG, I will watch Marvel movies and play DC games, so I'm not super duper excited. Avengers, the Black Panther part was cool. And that just could be nostalgia for the movie. That could be, missing Chadwick Boseman. It could be a multitude of things. But the fact that the entry fee is to buy Avengers, that wasn't that interesting to me. Honestly, the first thing I thought was, if Insomniac can get a hold of Black Panther, that would excite me, to be honest. But it looks good. I'll probably watch it when people are streaming it. But it was just nice to look at. Nothing that I saw made me want to get my wallet and pre-order anything or actually play it. At all, unfortunately. Woo. It was the same with the Gearbox presentation.
Oh, wow, you're harsh. Okay.
I felt like my time was wasted, to be honest, but that's okay.
Well, I want to talk about Gearbox and Ubisoft, but I want to do it sometime here later on down the week, so that's why I didn't talk about them yet. So that's why I was just kind of just doing this. And also the PC show, and then there was another show that closed off the evening for anybody who watched that. So, but I want to do that, and if like 108 wants to do it on his channel, or if Don wants
Amazon
to do it, or somebody like that, yeah. So you guys got to, what I'm saying, just let me know, and I'm with that, what I'm saying, because this is a party, this is a celebration for all of us. Collaboration is exactly what we're supposed to be doing. So I don't want to just kind of hold it just here on GRG. If Bot want to do it over there and talk about it there, that's cool with me. I don't care, but anybody else? I mean, because y'all are pretty quiet. Like, anything from Square Enix? I was gonna say, come on, Dark. You was talking about it earlier. Yeah.
For me, it was Guardians. Only because I like the Marvel games. I did like Marvel Avengers, but I only liked the story part of it. So this one's going to be more of a single player part of the game. So I'm more for that than I was for Avengers. Is it going to be fantastic? I don't know. I mean, I don't really trust Square-Enix and Eidos Montreal. When it comes to these types of games, I mean, I like their Deus Ex games, but yeah, this one I'm not too sure as to if it's going to be any good or not. I think the only other one that was like that kind of stood out was Babylon's Fall. But that was kind of like I don't know about that one because it just I don't know what happened to the art style with that one, but
it looks dated, in my opinion.
Well, it looked like before when we saw it before, it looked fantastic.
Exactly.
And then it comes back and it doesn't look as good as it did before. And I'm just like, what happened here? So, I mean, for what they showed, I mean, I think the presentation itself was pretty good, for what they showed. But yeah, I don't see any. I didn't see really like anything that I was like, oh my god, I have to go out and pre-order that and buy that like day one. You know, like Guardians, I'll probably wait to see what other people think of it first, and then I'll make my decision from that. Because I know Bot always says, oh well, don't take anybody's reviews and stuff like that. Meta who, I know Bot says that all the time, but I like looking at stuff, and I get different people's opinions. Like I actually read reviews, like actually read them, unlike people who just go down and look at the score, or they look at a few things and then they
look at the picture.
base
What
their
are you talking
decision on that. I mean, yeah, I look at pop-up books. Yeah, so I mean, I'll definitely look at
my bad, dude. But I'm about to share some screenshots from Halo Infinite multiplayer that I just saw on Twitter in the GRG. Full screen that and check that out when you get a chance. Oh my goodness! Oh my!
Halo Waypoint also put a bunch of stuff up too, just so you know, Bob.
Dude, it looks ridiculous.
Oh, and they also doing an in-depth breakdown of Starfield tomorrow. They're dropping more info.
Halo got that multiplayer tomorrow,
You see those
11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also,
I sure did.
You see those textures? Oh my!
Yeah, this is.
I want to see where the hate squad is at. I don't care what platform. I want to see where the hate squad is at. Xbox people too. Where the hate squad at?
This is a multiplayer. That's the crazy thing about this.
That's right. At 120 frames.
At 120 frames, PlayStation isn't putting anything out there like
Forget
that.
PlayStation. I'm talking about any hater.
I'm just saying the only haters.
There's Xbox haters too.
Have you? Well, no. Have you heard? Have you heard anything from the PC community about Xbox? Anything recently? No.
From the PC community? Never.
No. Well, no. You used to.
Care.
No, you used to.
Well,
but they don't say anything now. Yeah, but they're getting the games.
They don't really care.
They don't
care.
Like,
we're part of the same family.
Right.
It's all good.
Right. Like that's the thing about it. That to me is that these screenshots look absolutely phenomenal, and this is from the multiplayer. We already seen what Dark Otter was saying earlier was that the story where they showed that he had some damage to his uniform, like he went through some shit, like he got somebody from the banish got a hold of him a little bit, and so that just tell. And then with the way that the physics of how he was pushing off while he was in space. Listen, I don't care what anybody says. If that was showing like God of War or something like that, just put Kratos instead of Master Chief right there in that position, people would be like clamoring like, oh my God, this is why this game should be Game of the Year. This right here is showing you that 343 is not the dog that people try to pretend that studio to be. They are serious.
They passed 2 games. Halo 5 is the biggest Halo in the franchise's history, over $5 billion generated.
Facts. Facts. And
so I don't see how anybody can say anything. There's nobody besides first person. I don't never count Minecraft because it's on everything. But let's just be real here. Halo doesn't get outdone by no first person shooter on an Xbox console.
No,
that's a fact.
It doesn't. Oh, but anyway, we're talking about Square Enix. We got to do this because
Let's go.
Let's go. All right. So anybody else? Anybody else? Please.
Listen,
anybody else? Come on.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I know
man.
y'all had to watch
in.
the Square Enix thing. Come on, man.
I didn't watch the whole
other
thing.
galaxies. I'm all in, man.
Oh, you
I'm
didn't?
all in.
Okay. All right.
I'm a Marvel dude. I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't read the comics. I'm not gonna fraud like some people be lying. Oh, I read all the comics. No, you didn't in your life. Nobody knew about that until really
No, I didn't know about Guardians of the Galaxy.
Facts.
No,
I'm not one. We're not gonna do that. So
I'm not gonna fraud the public like that.
I thought that game was fun. I always go into a game optimistic. It's a single player. The graphics is beautiful. The action was on top. I mean, what else do you possibly want? It was funny, had charisma, got the characters nice. I like the way they redesigned some of the characters. Like Groot looked amazing. I'm all in. I like the decision making. Just gave you that RPG element. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a little bit of replay value there. I'm all in. I'm not done with the conference. Like I told you, I watched the Microsoft conference really rigidly. Technically, I watched it full time and then 2.5 times after. So it's like it's from what I seen from that game alone, I'm all in. I'm all in because it had the energies of the movie. I mean, you really can't say, well, I didn't really see the connection. No, they really hit the movie. Like it gave that same feel. So yeah, I'm all in on that so far. I ain't finished watching it, but I'm definitely watched that. I'm at the end right before, that's what I was I'm right before they went in going into another game and I just paused it on my TV.
Dude, I gotta say, like I heard what Dee said about the gameplay for Guardians of the Galaxy, and I can kind of see where she's coming from. What I liked about it though is they got the attitude of the comic book and the movies like down pat from what I see. And Dee said that the interactions, I like the choices that are being made between you and the members and how it affects kind of like your guys, like I guess like camaraderie or whatnot, but it affects the story as it goes through. I think that's really cool. I am a little iffy on the gameplay in terms of I know time slows down, but when you're calling in a team member to go in on an enemy and stuff like that, I don't know, like if it's fluid, it's nice and smooth and it just works well, then yeah, that's fine. But there's a lot of chance for that to be kind of janky when you play it, and that jankiness could kind of pull you out of the immersion. But I think the environments were very nice. Were very Guardians of the Galaxy, very colorful, very very different. And I think they got kind of like the spirit of that comic book and the spirit of those movies. And I think this is at least a good start to making a game that has that spirit as well. So I'm with Dee. I'm not sure about the gameplay, but I am interested in this though, because like, you know, you get the humor and you get the sense of, because this is just like a group that are thrown together. Like you would never think that they would accomplish the things that they accomplished. That's like the main gist of that comic book. So to see how the story might progress in this game and how it gets to the point where it's like, how the hell are these people going to pull this off? You know what I'm saying? If they get that embodiment of those characters of that kind of like franchise, and I think the game's going to be good, man.
No, I totally agree with that. Can
I piggyback off that real fast?
Sure, absolutely. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. So I do agree with Bot there. I'm iffy, and being iffy on the gameplay doesn't mean I hate it. I'm just, cautious on it. But I did like the decision making, and I liked that it had consequences. Like the portion where you decide to throw Rocket and he's furious with you in the top left corner.
That was great.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
That was cute. And then when you make the decision of, you made a decision, if you haven't seen it, you make a decision when you're all together in like your ship, and then before the end, you actually go against that decision. And it kind of reminded me of Walking Dead a little bit, Because Walking Dead, I feel like there were some decisions that no matter what you did, you were screwed, and it didn't have an impact. But just in that short trailer, going against your decision, people had attitudes, people were upset, people were just like, I hope you know what you're doing. So it looks like that opens that path, like Lemon was saying, that replayability. So, I mean, I'm going to keep my eye, I'm going to look at it, but I did like the different elements that they were showing that I haven't really seen in the single player game. And I'm hoping, kind of fingers crossed, with having so many characters available, at some point you might play as someone else. Just like Spider-Man, just like Watch Dogs 2.
Like an update later on and stuff like that that give you the ability.
Update later on. Somebody's kidnapped and you got, you know what I'm saying? That there's so much potential for that. Because I've seen it before with Watch Dogs 2 and like Spider-Man with Mary Jane and Miles.
Well, hopefully they don't do the Mary Jane thing because people did not like that.
Not the execution.
Yeah.
But the fact that there was somebody else that you played as, I feel like having so many different characters, you know, controlling them, their abilities, that the potential is there. And
Square really, they really want to grab that, you know, that Marvel is opening up and trying to, like, you know, give games out to developers and get games going. You know, Square's like, yo, we'll take Avengers, and what else you got? Oh, Guardians, yeah, we'll take that too. And like, it seems like they really want to be a part of the whole Marvel thing as they're expanding into their video games. I will say, the Black Panther expansion looks phenomenal. I'm trying to play through the Avengers. Like, I gotta say, the gameplay feels inconsistent from character to character, and people are telling me that's because, well, each character plays so differently than you know, everybody else, that you really have to get into playing as that character to really, you know, really get through the game or whatnot. But Black Panther looks absolutely sick. Wakanda looks amazing, and that's gonna get me back into the Avengers video game. So they did a good job with that as well.
No, I totally agree with that. For me, there was a couple of other games that caught my attention. One was the let me just say the game that was the most disappointing for me was Babylon Fall, because just like what Dark was saying, when they first showed it last year on PlayStation's event, like, I'm like, damn, this shit looks crazy. And then when they made it out to like it was a PlayStation exclusive, you know, I was like, well, damn, this is a banger that they got. Something happened along the line, like Sony just cut the check. It was like, ah, man, shit, we already know it's going to be exclusive, and we know that this needs to be coming to PlayStation. I don't know what happened, but this definitely has a downgrade. This doesn't look anywhere as good as it looked when they presented it last year. So this will be something that I'll be looking for in a bargain bin, probably on Steam, or if it's a good price on PlayStation. On the PlayStation 4, I'll cop it. But again, until I get me a PlayStation 5, you know, it is what it is. But we haven't heard anything about like an update, a free update or anything. I'm pretty sure that they would do that. But again, this is Platinum Games. And then this is another question I wanted to ask you guys really quick. Now looking at this, because this was Platinum Games that made this game, did maybe Xbox dodge the bullet with Scalebound? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, Scalebound never really showed well. I know people are love Scalebound, the idea of Scalebound, I should say, but it never really showed well. The frame rate was always choppy. You know, they had issues. It's like, I wouldn't say it showed up like demo. Yeah, I wasn't gonna say it's gonna show up like Halo Infinite or anything like that. But when they first announced like the campaign footage, but it never really showed well. I mean, the idea was cool, but just never showed well. So I always thought that there had been a hit and miss studio. They made some really good stuff, and then they've also made some stuff that's so-so. You know what I mean? So
that's a fact. And they never dealt with a big market game like that. That was their first time they had that chance. Everything else has been smaller budgets,
right? Yeah,
and they do magical things. But as soon as they got that money,
it was a completely no. You're absolutely right, and that is what's kind of crazy is because you've already had this much time with it, but you kept on working on other smaller projects that looked phenomenal. But then, because let's just be honest, Nier Automata, great game, but it's a smaller title compared to what they were going to do with Scalebound. So, Babylon Fall, Babylon Fall seems like it's a bigger type of game, and then they just did. I don't know, that was my disappointment. My biggest disappointment with Square Enix. Now, listen, I am not into these games because I even bought them, and I played through the first episode, and I just said I can't do it. It's too youngster for me, and that was Life is Strange. And I know that they have a remaster, but True Colors look really interesting. The way that she can tap into people's mind and then make the decision if she could take people's pain away and absorb it herself, which will cause consequences, or leave it alone, or do other things. Like, I don't know. This might be, and there's been a lot of people just saying, Mega, you need to try Life is Strange. It's a fantastic game. This might
be your hipster game, bro.
This might be the game that gets me to, because I was really in tune when I was watching. I was like, that's interesting. That is all right. That looks really cool. But the original Life is Strange, those episodes, I just wasn't into that. Like, I mean, I just couldn't get into it. The stuff that with Black Panther, like you said, was absolutely fantastic. Legend of Manta, it's not coming to Xbox. Looks like it's only coming to Steam and PlayStation. That's unfortunate, but I will get it on Steam. That's no doubt about it. Black Panther looks crazy. Near Reincarnation, which is going to be on cell phones. And if anybody has not got the latest Nier game, Reclamation, get that. That game is solid. That game is great. Get that game. That is, if you like Nier Automata, get that game. And then also something that was really kind of crazy, and I hope that this comes over and get ported over to consoles, is the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, which is the Final Fantasy 1 through 6. And that's the one game that I need to play is 6. I've never played 6. I knew that was the one that was primarily on PlayStation. I'm sorry, not PlayStation, but Nintendo. I never got a chance to play it. And there are people that tells me to this day that is the best Final Fantasy game. I hold 10 in very high regard, plus 7.
I think 10 is the best.
In high regard, but people say the music, the story with 6 is just out of this world. So I would love to I don't want to play that on a cell phone. I want to play that on a console. And then lastly, you had Stranger of Paradise, which I'm hearing that on PlayStation 5 people are having a problem with the demo. Go ahead, D. What was you going to say? Oh, you want to go?
No, I wasn't. I was agreeing.
D was sound like she was about to get messy, but she pulled us all back.
By the customization for DRT. You are crazy, lady.
Oh, okay.
Life is Strange. Like, you're really not alone. Don't feel bad. I couldn't get through the first episode.
Yeah.
It was just, I don't know if I'm just like old. It was just so teen angsty. I couldn't see past it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
But
there's something wrong with it.
It's not just you. People were raving about it, and I was just like, I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm not forcing myself to play things. Once I realize I'm not having fun, that's it. I'm not playing it anymore.
Facts.
Sometimes it's the most respectful thing to do, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not forcing myself to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm surprised they were remastering the first one. I forgot there was a second one, to be honest. But I don't know.
Yeah.
The episodic thing is, I don't know.
I don't mind the episode. I don't mind the episodic thing. I just was just like you. I just couldn't.
Well, this one's not an episodic. This one's not. Episodic.
Oh yeah, it's a full game. That's right.
Life is Strange.
That's cool.
True Colors it's a full game.
It really grabbed my attention. I was looking at that and I was like, okay, all right, now this looks like something that I can get into. They also had a Hitman Sniper, which just a trailer. I don't know. Need to see a little bit more.
Game too.
Oh, was that a mobile game? I was just like, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it was a mobile game.
But then the other game that caught my attention, on top of the fact that the Guardians caught my attention when they first showed it, was the Stranger of Paradise, which is the Final Fantasy Origins, which was supposedly and was that PlayStation or was that like gaming media that projected that to be an exclusive for PlayStation? Who was that? Because it was Final Fantasy Origins. There was I remember
Paradise.
Yeah, they were saying that this game right here was going to be exclusive only to PlayStation and PC. And then like Square Enix was like, "Nah, bruh, this shit's going to be coming on to Xbox." So, who dropped the ball on that, and did anybody really pay attention to this? This looks cool. I'm seeing a lot of people over here dogging out the main protagonist because it's like this dude just looked like everybody got the drip, but this dude just came out looked like he just came out of bed, put some clothes on, and was like, "Shit, I'm ready to fuck something up." So.
It looks like he came out of Devil May Cry. That's what he looks like.
Yeah, that's what
he doesn't look like he's part of
Final Fantasy at all. Yeah, the drip. Yeah, the drip. Yeah, the drip means I had to put them strip. I had to put these.
No, I got that figured out.
Okay, yeah. Like everybody else.
That and you say washing your ass. I mean,
yeah, like everybody else is clean.
Like they came out of Final Fantasy except for him.
Yeah, like everybo's clean. They dress like they ready. Not only they ready to kick your ass, but they want to look clean doing it.
It's Final Fantasy Origin. That's what would be their proclaim. Will be like, it's Final
people
Fantasy
are clowning dude because
Origin.
he ain't got the drip. They like, where's the garbs? Like, Final Fantasy always have like. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Like between Cloud and Nautis from Final Fantasy 15, the drip was on point. Like they all had their gear was like flawless. Like they look like that's like if I want to whoop 108's ass in some Halo or Don in some Halo or something like that, I want to be dripped up. Like
messy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get messy, but I want to be dripped. I want to be dripped right. I want to be coming in here like this.
Fortunately, that's never happened.
Oh, that will happen. That
never happened.
That has happened and it will happen.
He'll go home and wash his ass. He'll be ready.
Hold on.
I mean, has KMEGA ever been in a game?
But hold on. But let me just say this then.
Every time I watch Fight Night, he always loses.
We know better than that sucker.
That's a lie.
Yeah, thank you, yo, because a person that is listen, everybody that's on this panel can come over to Fight Night, even 108 Dragons TV, and we can play your favorite fighter, 108, if you want to do that.
We can.
Okay.
All
right. So
Smash Brothers in here,
yeah. Oh,
I'm terrible at it. Me and KMEGA's about equal. We both horrible.
Yeah, we're both horrible at Smash Brothers. Yobi, you want to come in here and we can do that? Listen, it might
beat up on me.
It might be
I
just
won't
me.
say a word.
Yobi, are you gonna be? Are you gonna be down for some Fight Night tonight?
Come on, man.
Okay, so listen. If it's just me and you, then we can do some fight, some Smash Brothers. I haven't
not like that.
Not like that. All right. So anyway, I don't know. What did you guys think of Stranger of Paradise before we get the hell out of here, man? We got to get out of here. But I'm saying the drip on the main character, he just wasn't. His hair ain't even right. Dude just looked like he's just ready to whoop your ass and get back to doing what he's doing. Everybody else ready. Like the black dude with the black dude, the other white dude over there. They was dripped up. Like they were ready to kick ass and look clean. But old dude's like, listen, I'm ready to work. Y'all over here trying to look cute. There ain't no chicks here. It's just me and chaos. Yeah,
get off my lawn.
Right. That's just it. So what do you guys think about that game?
Okay, before we go to our outros, man,
Yes,
I want to say something for the record.
Yes,
man.
sir.
The narrative people didn't really pay attention to today that they tried to get at Microsoft with was backwards compatibility, right? Mm-hmm. But they also showed more games in PlayStation that is Xbox Series X and S only. Nobody paid attention to that.
You're absolutely right.
Nobody. Nobody was because they was all for Microsoft was all for selling to the older consoles, but they hit a lot of games that's not coming to the Xbox One platform.
Okay. No, you're absolutely right. No, you made great points. But anyway, let's go ahead and get the hell out of here. I'm starting to see other people doing other stuff right now. Fight Night's about to start here probably within the hour. Like I said, it's E3 week. It's time to work. Ain't no time for sleep. I'm ready for that action. I want that smoke. And listen, this Jack has got me hyped, and hopefully I can show improve and whoop somebody's ass. But the one thing I will say this is that Fight Night Sundays is only going to be on Twitch from here on out. I'm not going to be putting it on YouTube. I got a strategy behind that, and you know what I'm saying? It looks like it's working, so let's go. So come and check me out on Twitch, KMEGA 405 on Twitch. Let's get hype. Let's get cool. Let's do this. I know you love to see these fighters, and I know you guys love for me to whoop that ass, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
They don't come to see the fights. They here to hit. They come to hear the slander.
Well, yeah, there is some slander too. If Sir X-Man, Cerebral, Handy, Don, you,
or
Core. Well, Core don't say nothing. Core don't.
He don't say too much.
Core don't like.
Paul, boy,
yeah. They don't like
you
that.
You gotta go for the jugular.
And so now I found out that and then I found out that Unstable doesn't like all the YouTubers inside. So regardless, whatever, we'll still do what we do. So yeah, come and check us out tonight. But we'll be doing our damn thing, and hope you guys come in and check us out on Twitch. 108 Dragons, thank you for stopping by, man. I know that you said you had to eat and do your thing. Where can they find you at, bro?
I was knocked out, son. I was watching that. I fell asleep on the press conference. I'm telling you, twice.
It's been long.
I was trying to get it in.
It's been long, man. It's been long.
But so you can find me here every Friday on GOG, or you can find me over there on my channel dropping that weekly content, or on my Dragons Den podcast every Saturday Eastern Standard Time, man. And I'm It's a beautiful day, man. I'm mentally exhausted. My eyes burn, and I'm so happy I ain't had to walk around E3 this year with this messed up knee.
Oh man, maybe me too.
That's a fact. It's kind of blessing in disguise.
It is
blessing in disguise. But I'll be back 100% next year.
Next year, let's go. Let's go. Next year, let's go. Working on the media passes, so we can go ahead and try to do that to get everybody that can come on that can make it. That is the goal.
I might just overlook all and just give up. I'm giving up that $1,000. I don't even care.
Oh no, I think what we've done this year
is gonna carry over, right?
We'll project into there's some other things that needed to be done too. So I'll talk to you about it after the show. But yeah. Anyway, I think the time has come for us to make these moves. But Yobi, thank you for stopping by. I know that you are part of the Renegades and
retro Renegades. Get it right.
The Renegades and raids and parlays and all types of shit. Where can they find you at, man? Rolades and
It's called the Retro Renegades every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Get it right, sucker.
Who's all on that crew? Who's on that crew?
You got my lawyer Jay. Bob, flush yourself, Jesus.
Wow. Who's on the crew?
The crew is me, Crispy, my lawyer Jay, Infinite.
Okay, nobody cares. Anyway, let's keep rolling. All right, so Don. No, I'm just playing with you. No. Who's on Retro Renegade? Shout out to.
Man has his moment, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm being disrespectul. Go ahead, Yobi. Go ahead. Who's on the crew?
The alcohol in the system.
I know. I'm talking
shit.
Told you. I'm pre-fight mode.
Myself, Chrissy Bomb, my lawyer Jay, aka Graphic God, Infinite, and Jaco, and Stinking Corpse.
Did you say Graphic God?
Yes, my lawyer Jay.
Yeah, he's the creator.
Okay, that's right.
He's the creator of Retro Renegade.
I'm like, don't do like some other people that treated Jay like he trash. Like, come on, don't do that.
Listen,
don't do
listen,
that.
I don't even associate myself.
Don't do that. Don't do that to Jay. Jay's the man.
Never that.
All right,
Jay's my lawyer. Yeah, you catch me.
Yeah, he definitely been sipping.
Every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock, Retro Renegades. You can catch me on Twitter at Dragonheart Yobi, posting my inspiration videos every other day. So if you ever feeling down, you need a pickup, just go to my Twitter. # Peace Love Life. That's who I am.
All right, no doubt. You try to sound all somber. I will help you.
I'm being real.
If you need me, I'm there for you.
That's a fact.
Victory is mine.
All right, man. Go check out my boy Yobi, man. I love Yobi to death, man. He is I consider him as a friend, no doubt about it. He's a good guy.
No, motherfucker, I'm your family. You better get it right, sucker.
No, fuck that. I am not hearing you because you eat vegan. Until you eat some goddamn meat, then you'll be family.
Oh yeah, you know K-Mega's the pork assassinator.
Facts. You gotta get back to being a carnivore again before we can be family. But you a friend, brother. A friend. Carnivore. Meat. Yobi's my fam. I love him. Oh, Don comes in here, man. I feel like this is baby. Next podcast, man, with Don, KMEGA. You know what I'm saying? Crispy said that Crispy said he got dropped out because that Connecticut internet is garbage. But
I'm still here. What are you talking about?
Well, no, that's the only reason you was there because you weren't talking
you were
a lot.
hopping in and out all day, man.
Right. So he said, I was like, why don't you come back in? And he was like, man, and then I didn't hear anything else from Crispy. But shout out to Crispy. Thank you for being here.
Data cap. Shout out to
Data
Data
Yeah,
cap.
but you got to pay that data cap. Yeah, you find a way to pay that data cap one way or another. But Don, where can they find you at, brother?
And the best way to find out what I'm doing is
Twitter at the Don_KTR.
Okay.
There you go. And then we may do this Tuesday or next week. I'm not sure. Well, me and Kate may have to talk about it, though.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the Dev and Gamer podcast with KMEGA 405, the Don KTR.
So there you go.
You sound like a stripper.
You know what I'm saying? She's trying to get like.
Hey, man.
She's a fine lady.
Y'all leave my girl alone. You know what I'm saying? Listen. You know,
go get some singles.
About to say
hold on, no, because you know what?
KMEGA 405.
That's what I'm saying. That's my girl right there. You know what I'm saying? Leave her alone.
Exactly.
Man. You know
Beat you
that's my homegirl from high school. That's my girl from the UK. I mean, I'm sorry, from Australia. She'll kick my ass if I say the wrong continent. But anyway, but yeah, thank her so much for doing that for me. I really do appreciate that. Thank her for doing that. But yeah. All right, so check out the Don. You know what I'm saying? The Dev and the Gamer will come back. We'll talk about it for sure. D, you know what I'm saying? The lady holding it strong. Mitchie, you know what I'm saying? I did hit me. See, Mitchie said, oh no, I'm a little tired. I can't come in, but you could have hit me up. And I said, I thought I did hit you up. And I said, you can come in anytime you want to. Oh, I forgot. So Mitchie, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like the voice is unnecessary, but go off.
What? You know what? Anyway, when we do this next podcast, when we do this new podcast, I feel that I'm going to have hell to pay. But anyway, Miss D, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at Genji's Mom. I'm on Xbox and PlayStation, Curvy Titan, and GMG Broadcast every Friday at 9 Eastern. That's the only time zone that counts. So we'll see you there.
All right, excellent. All right, cool. Even though you went roller derbying this Friday, but that's last Friday, but that's okay.
Because things had to be said. Because I'm tired of the foolishness.
Somebody. It's all right, Kate.
It wasn't nobody here. It's just people on the internet who like to have strong fingers on their keyboards, but they know who they are.
Oh. You can have a strong finger. You can be like Zeus. You can hit that block button.
That block.
You right.
And you'll never see them again.
Never see them again. They'll be denied.
They will so irrelevant. If they keep getting blocked, they're not going to even have an audience to talk to.
Absolutely. All right. Dark Optimus, the otter. You know what? I got to give me an otter sound. I did have it, but I didn't bring it in here. So let me get the next best thing. Hold on.
I get that because I don't even know what an otter sounds like.
Okay, hold on. I gotta go to the phone. Hold on. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me do this. Technology.
Let him be country, y'all. Let him be country.
This is gonna take him.
Otter sounds.
Watch, he come with an elephant sound.
He's got his own IT department. Don't worry about
it. I do. Hold on. Let's see.
You heard that.
Yeah, the slow motion
Don
department.
KTR.
Hold on. Let's see. Let's do this shit. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
You gotta be quicker, bro. You gotta be quicker. What's up?
Make sure you don't go to Pornhub. Be careful.
Be quiet.
Oh, here we go.
I hate to say it, but Bot was a lot faster.
Pause.
I was gonna say it. I just let him get. I just let you live with that one.
That's a little nasty right there.
See, Dragons was gonna just let me live with it, man. Yeah. And you guys had to ruin it for me. Thanks.
Wow. Okay. Yo, killing me with this. All right. Where can they find you at, Dark?
We waited all for that.
That's what we waited for.
No, y'all didn't hear it. Okay, shit. I must have the background messed up. So if I never mind.
I heard the music.
And you know how I feel about that. So.
Don't worry, you can call Square X-Men. You can help me out.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so where can they find you at, Dark Optimus?
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter, Dark Optimus. You can also find me on Xbox and PlayStation at the same name. And you guys can find me every Thursday on the next podcast at 7 p.m. Eastern. Or no, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And, I wish Bot would, get us some media passes, but, we're not special enough for that. So.
Oh, hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
Yo, Dark, you forgot to say hi. That we can find you butt hugging your PS5.
Hey, how about you get more subscribers on your YouTube channel there, bro?
Oh shit!
Yeah, I can't reach your amount of subscribers on your YouTube channel. Oh wait, my bad.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my.
Is this Red or White Crime?
This is white on white crime. I love it. Let's go.
What's gonna happen? What?
Even though I'm not even white, like I'm part white.
You're not. You're all white. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I guess.
I don't. Yeah, for the waist down, you're all white, sucker. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. We got to get out of here. I'm gonna lose subs for this. Anyway,
Yo, that's guys.
Who else is left?
Get your shit together, KMEGA.
I don't know. Who else is left? Xbot?
He done lost control, y'all.
I did.
You.
What up?
No, Xbot is the last one. Xbot's the last one.
Oh man, don't use your outfit for me. That's not cool.
Xbot 448, my brother in crime. Where can they find you at, sucker?
Brother, you can find me anywhere. Just type in my name. Of course, I am on this crazy.
That Connecticut internet is tearing your ass up. That data
Green
cap.
Rivers Run.
Go
We
ahead.
didn't hear nothing you said.
Go ahead.
You was botting.
You was botting. Go ahead and say that again.
Am I still botting now?
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right, man. Yo, stop doing that, man. Yo, first off, I had a lot of fun tonight. It's always a blast to come over here and hang out with my brother KMEGA and the crew. I'm glad Lemon jumped in as well. Highly respect this dude and the content he creates. You guys should definitely go and subscribe to this man. But yeah, I'm on YouTube. I'm on Twitter. If you don't know, it is Xbot448. Go ahead and check out my channel. It is the home of the next podcast, the podcast that originated gameplay in this community. When it comes to podcasts, you all know it's true. You know it's true. But not only that, it is the home of the Series X podcast as well. With me and Jamie Moran, talk nothing but Xbox news. We don't even mention other consoles, or at least we try to. Jamie's getting a little loose with it lately. I gotta say that.
Jamie, hi.
I gotta reel that man back in sometimes, but yo, it is an absolute blast to do that.
He getting loose with it because that's his show now.
He get loose because man, he been kicking back those pints. That's what they say over there across the pond when he's talking about drinking beer. He drinks pints.
I just love that he has more patience for you than we do.
Yeah, he really does.
Shit.
He really does.
And let's give it a couple years.
Oh man,
just give him a couple years, man.
Yeah. Just give him a couple of years. He'll either leave like Don, or he'll just stay there and just be begging for money like me. All right, so Clutch Man 01. Thank you, man. He says, not sure if anybody caught it, but there was a McLaren dropping the top mid-game before the guy looks at the mural. New features.
D caught that. D caught that with the convertible.
She did.
I think D's gonna be my new Halo players, man. Like with the interaction in the DM, how hyped she is over there. Yo, D, anytime you want to go in on a game, just let me know. My gamer tag is Xbox448. I am easy to find, and we will play something together.
Just look for the person playing Destiny on your friends list.
And I got one thing to say.
Just make sure you play against him because he's easy to kill.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how you would know, Dark. I whoop your ass all the time.
Woo!
I cannot confirm those.
Somebody get the yellow tape.
Oh my God!
This is for you, KMEGA.
What's that? What's that?
Was you hyped when they got into the elevator in Battlefield 6 and did the weapons adjustments on the go?
Bro, I was like this.
Ready the Armada.
Yo.
We will use the old ways.
That I was like, let's go. That shit was hype.
Oh my God.
That Battlefield is going to be next level. Halo's going to be next level.
God.
Everybody, I'm hyped. It's E3. There's still more to be coming. I thank you guys so much for coming by and stopping by. Fight Night will be coming here within the hour or so. Thank you.
We gotta do this more, KMEGA.
Man, I do. I love the collaboration, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the Don, we got 108, we got, you know what I'm saying, Six Layer and them. They were busy.
I'm sorry I was late, man, but I was unconscious, man.
No. It's all good. The one thing about it is what's going to make this that makes this fantastic is that it just shows that the community is together. I will be bringing more people on. We'll be talking about this all week long. We're going to be doing this. And like I said, I don't mind being on other people's channels and doing this shit because it's all collaboration. It's all love. Thank you guys so much. Does anybody have anything else before I hit this damn we out of here button?
Nope.
All right. We out.
Get out of here.
Go. KMEGA 405, a.k.a. Fisk, a.k.a.
Let's go.
We out of here, baby. Have a good night. I will see you here on Twitch. Peace.
Hey, thanks for checking out the GRG podcast. All your gaming news and our special topic of the week. Make sure to join us every Friday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 9:30 p.m. Central, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. This was the GRG podcast.